Way! Hey everyone!
Hello,
What is the show?
One moment, people, while I panic and try and get music to work.
Thank you everyone
Welcome.
who joined us from Some Other Heroes' first ever Space at the Table!
Yes,
Woo!
I
Hello,
thought it was
everyone.
bloody brilliant.
Turn
Woo!
that music down.
Oh!
Yes,
Oh!
thank you so much for the raid right off the bat. It was tormenting seeing your lovely faces, but then not being able
Yeah.
to know what you were talking about.
I was about to say the first 45 minutes was brilliant. Obviously, we were preparing for the last 15, but I saw your faces and that was enough.
It's not absolutely enough, but it's still pretty good. It's still being able to see their lovely faces is always better than average.
Yeah. Above average, you could say. It was above
Welcome.
average.
We're Wicked Game. It's Wednesday, therefore we are playing our campaign set in an arcane university called the Divisia Sensus. I am Lydia, I'm the DM. These are my players. We've got Nikki, we've got Michelle, we've got Tom. If you are new here, if you have slipped comfortably over from Some Other Heroes, hey there, bud.
Hey.
We've got about 1 minute's worth of announcements, so just hold tight. And then I'm going to do a catch up so that you know what's going on. And then we're going to just crack into it. If you're a regular, hello, my lovely, welcome back. If you are watching from YouTube or VOD, I don't know why, it's all the same. I'm saying hello to everybody, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you are watching via Twitch, though, however which way, don't forget it's September, which essentially means it's cheaper for you, but it's the same for us.
And you could do what the wonderful anonymous gifter has just done and donate 5 gift subs.
Thank you so much, Anon.
What I'm talking
have to,
about.
but thank you so much.
But you're so good.
I wasn't sure about that energy, but I'm here for it.
I'm just going to bring a kind of bouquet of energies to the day today, and let's see which one sticks.
A bucket of energy.
The final group of people I'd like to say hey to is mods. The likes of Rooney Runes, the likes of Sweet Poison, the likes of Joshy Longlegs, the likes of Chris Meffam, the likes of Automatic Flash, all there in chat and in the chat of Discord, holding this shit down, keeping everybody in order, keeping everybody happy, keeping the space safe and joyful and everything that we like it to be. Thank you for what you do. You're gorgeous.
Yes.
You're gorgeous.
Can I just say,
Spice is another, I would start absolutely ranting and raving about Some Other Heroes, but I think the people in chat, they know already. Some Other Heroes. They do a campaign on a Sunday. I think the Tuesday one is not going at the moment, but they're now doing this incredible chat stream podcast type of situation on a Wednesday afternoon. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I do want to shout a little bit about Dice and a Slice. That is a D&D actual play podcast that is fueled by baked goods. It's got our boy, your boy, everybody's boy, Tom.
Malloy. What?
And also, obviously, right at the helm there, DMing our mod, Joshy Longlegs. It's a kind of like he was our mod before he had Dice the Slice, which is cheeky because it's not true.
Not true.
they're all fucking incredible. Jazz, Alicia, Josh, they're all fucking brilliant. Jazz.
Just the beans. Good beans.
Good beans.
Good beans.
And actually, I think that's our announcements.
Mate, can I just say, that was tight as fuck.
It
Lydia.
was. The music was
I'm
fucking
always
intense
tight
in
as
the
well.
middle of that.
Oh, was it? What have we got going on?
It
I'm not
added
even look. I
some-
panicked so hard. I just said shuffle all of our stream music.
But well
Michelle
done.
does have
well
wonderful
done.
hair. You're right.
She does.
Thanks.
What about my wonderful hair, Scott? Huh?
What's that one? I don't know what this one is, but we're going with it.
Everyone always talks about Michelle and Lydia's amazing hair. What about mine? All 3 strands of it.
Previously on the Divisia Sensus, our students. Our students, Sunny, Agatha, Hiraeth, and the NPC member of their cloister called Nevma, came back from successfully hunting some monsters and making some money. They had romance was in the air last week. Our Fae Prince went with the enigmatic hazes. They supped coffee and chatted about their lives and their backgrounds. And Sunny made another nemesis.
Sunny has, in equal parts, the most amount of friends and also the most amount of
Nemesis.
Deadly.
There's no acquaintances in Sunny's life.
If you meet Sunny, you have a strong opinion on him one way or the other.
I think
he's the Marmite of tieflings.
Yeah.
I can just sort of take Marmite or leave it. I'm not too fussed.
Of course you fucking can.
Yeah, you would say that, mate.
I'm different.
I'm not like other girls.
Nevma went to Agatha about some small fluttery feelings that she's got for Sunny, and Agatha, on hearing about her crush's return to school, sprinted in a super cool way though.
Super cool.
Sprinted to his dorm room.
Ran and then walked when she was in the corridor, just casual.
Trying to disguise the heavy breathing from sprinting to the first hardcore. And discovered that the bros had had a tiff. Her crush Ky and his dorm mate Henry had a tiff because Henry's not being very respectful to Agatha and her sister, the Fifield girls. What else happened? We had, I feel like I'm missing a big one.
We had forending.
We had a, yes, that was amazing. We, Hiraeth brought a Fae festival to the mundane plane, and there was dancing and fun. It was lovely. And with that, Nikki, roll the thing. In the heart of Mar Idia, looking over the glittering city of Solaraire, is the world's finest centre of learning, the Divisia Sensus. For centuries, this school has hosted the rich and influential and the greatest minds to have ever lived. Geniuses, leaders, holy figures, and legendary adventurers all had their start here. Though the school is built on old foundations, you won't find more advanced facilities for the arcane, alchemical, artistic, or academic, all behind powerful wards. The Divisia Sensus has the finest and most comfortable sanatorium in the known world. We pride ourselves on the care we give to those whose encounter with magic ended with a broken mind. Each year, we instruct students from far and wide in their chosen subjects and the rigours of life at the pinnacle of their field. There is no greater, safer, or more prestigious environment in which to receive an education. Lady Sophronia Apissimos, High Master of Divisia Sensus, welcomes you.
More like kombucha, am I right?
Guys, I'm drinking Mango Passion Kombucha. Not a sponsor.
Although if you wanted to.
if Remedy Drinks Company wanted to sponsor me and Sun, if you want to put
You
if you wanna
specifically,
put,
not
if you
the
want to
stream.
put the art of Sunny on a kombucha can, we could discuss that.
I'm drinking neat gin.
That's a choice.
Oh, Lydia.
I'm not, guys. I'm not. No alcohol. No alcohol.
Sure.
So, today is the 8th of Asin. For those keeping up, that makes it a day 2.
Day 2.
The day after the people were having we dance around a stone. So a I'm not going to explain anymore. You know, you have the timetable. You know what you're up to. We are definitely going into a period of downtime. So do tell me what you're doing with that time.
Shall I consult my list?
Whenever you're
No,
ready.
you go.
Me and Lydia have already discussed this.
Yes.
But I've got a number of like clericy componenty things I need to go and do. So Sonny's just going to do that, and that's going to take an amount of time and money. So go ahead.
Yes, you do find that Sonny is busy and occupied and scurrying about the school, he's a busy boy. He's a busy boy.
Okay.
I feel like Agatha's got her to-do list, so why don't we start
I've
there?
just got to see a goat about a man.
Alright.
Is that a cleric thing or?
Sonny's just gone already.
That could be a Birchwater thing, could be a cleric thing, could be a tiefling thing.
Who's to say?
Could just be a Sonny thing.
I miss slippery sausage. Speaking of quadrupeds.
Yeah.
We should go see him sometime.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. I've got to go to class, bye. Agatha, things she wanted to do. I think she just wants to get a lot of like checking in done with people. Like, she's still obviously hard at work and stuff. But she wants to make sure she's checking in with Fida and hanging out with her at the sanatorium. And wants to check in with Master Al-Qaidi about Francesca and maybe chat about visitors and stuff.
Yeah. So a day 2 is actually not a sand day, but you could make a trip anyway after classes, if you so wished to.
Yes. Oh.
Or you could just wait until the next day. It's up to you.
I think. Yeah, she'll go after class. She'll take her sewing because she wants to try and finish her patch. And if Fida's...
I think you might have. We kind of discussed this. You would by the 8th you would have done because it was the 6th, and he was like, if you take it away, you just have to redo that one bit. So you've got a patch. What was the patch? What did you make?
It's a first level protection from Fae spell.
Sewing that in the
Hiraeth's just getting headaches all day. Just like, oh guys, I've got really bad headaches.
You know what's funny is that Hiraeth has actually been going to the conjuration classes and has been sort of like attending and trying to learn as much as possible. So like I can imagine every now and then just sort of like looking over and going, I'm sure I know the beginnings of that spell at the very least.
Looks like my name. That looks like my name in that language. Is that my name?
It says Hiraeth, fuck off. In
Hiraeth with a big crosser in it.
Yeah, it's actually like just a little detailed face of you with a red line through it. No, it's the first thing she started.
Just for anyone that's new, I just thought I would quickly say that in this arcane university, part of what you pay for is that you don't just have your classes. You have a primary class, which is what your class is, and you have a secondary class. You also have clubs, and one of Agatha's clubs is arcane needlework, where you can like sew spells into patches that you can then kind of utilize whenever you wish. So yeah, action from Faye.
It was her first go at it. Okay.
But you can start a new patch, so you can still take needlework to the San.
That's amazing. Have you finished that now? That's amazing. What does it do?
Sorry, you were out on a date when I was finishing this. Thanks very much. Yeah, she'll start a new patch. She wants to make a patch for not conjure bees, dancing lights.
It is conjure bees, though, basically, isn't it?
It is conjure bees. And yeah, she'll go visit the San the next evening.
Okay. As you are walking to the sanatorium, you find that Kai is walking in step with you, and he says, I don't know if this is presumptuous of me, but we did talk about maybe me kind of just having a look. Is this too soon? Should I come back?
No. Oh, you're gonna come now. Okay. No. You can come now, but I'm gonna go in and check that it's all okay first. So,
Okay.
I don't want to be presumptuous, and yeah, no, you can come. You can come with. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Cool. Well, actually, what I'll do then is just wait out here because I'll just see you in a bit.
Yeah. See you in a bit. Okay.
He's practicing some handwork, some spell work.
Can I try and sneak the patch I've made into his bag?
Full sleight of hand.
Right. This is what you've been training for, Agatha. $12. Be oblivious.
You felt very sure that you muffed that right up. Because you could kind of feel your like as you lifted up his messenger bag, or tugging a little bit at the strap, and you felt sure he'd feel it on the shoulder. But he's actually kind of got his back to you and is trying to show off a little bit at his new version of mage hand, which he is sort of trying to juggle with or something, and he's so intent on trying to show off that actually he doesn't notice.
Beautiful. Then yeah, I'll go in. Done.
Cool. You have your sand tabard on, and you make your way in. Normally, you're not greeted anymore. You just sort of know what your general responsibilities are about bringing people teas and coffees if it's appropriate, cleaning a little bit, going and doing visitation to certain people, giving medication to certain people. But assuming that you first of all go and find Master Ky, who is head of San.
Yes, yeah, I'll go to, I assume, his office or whatever.
Yeah, he is there with there's just piles and piles of loose papers that haven't been filed away, and his hair is a little awry and he has a quill, and he looks up from behind the stacks of papers and goes, Miss Fifield, hello.
Hi. Oh, sorry, is this a bad time?
No, this is fine. He immediately jumps up and walks round and away from the papers, and begins to walk with you away from his office. How can I help?
I don't quite know. I was telling some of my friends about Fida and a couple of the other people, and one of them just made the point of this person sounds really lovely, it'd be really nice to chat to them. And then I suddenly thought, what are the rules on visitors and such?
Oh, we have visitors. Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, not obviously not all of the our residents can have visitors.
No.
And I think which of those are. You've been here long enough. You've done all the training on the various different elements of the sanatorium, so you can escort a visitor in.
Okay.
Your friend George We have
Yes.
given him his own set of training, so that he can he visits every day. Every single day he comes. It's a miracle his shop is still open. And so he is a different thing altogether. We could not, wild horses could not have prevented him from getting in here every day. But I feel the student, they have to be escorted by a tabard. So that's...
As long as I'm escorting them, it's fine then, essentially. Okay, that's good to know.
We love it very much. The more visitors, the better. And I think, we realise that students find it extremely disconcerting and uncomfortable to see, as I'm sure it was for you in the first few days. But it is an important education. If it was up to me, everyone would be a tabard at least once a term.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of my thought. Oh, sorry, what?
No, I was actually saying that I rabbit on.
No, it's fine. You can talk all day. I mean, yeah. How is Francesca?
She makes good progress. It is heartening to see her progress. I mean, it will be a long time before we begin to work with her living in the city again, but she is beginning to understand her surroundings, and she talks to me from time to time. She talks every day to George in riddles that no one can understand except for George. But the fact that she speaks to anybody and understands where she is, wonderful. So I call that great progress.
That makes me. I'm very glad. I'd been wondering, but I knew that I shouldn't go see her and stuff. So.
No, and I'm afraid I forgot her name. But you said somebody else. If only you said I believe somebody used your name coming to somebody from the city, a baker.
Yes.
She is. She's on the ground floor. We are working with her blood disorder and joint fluid disorder, and that will be a few weeks of curation and rehabilitation. But,
okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, okay. And is she up for visitors? Do you know? Or
oh yes. No,
okay.
She's in the general pop, so you could go see her. She can get up and go as well. We have to sort of tell her that she's got to give her joints a rest because she does want to work every day. So we have sort of heavily tried to keep her feet up. If you can force that.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. All right. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go make sure Fida's up for visitors today, and then I'll. Yeah. Thanks. Bye. Oh, also, if you ever need help with all those paperwork and stuff, I can help.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will consider it. You have to make an account of every single thing that happens here, and I am not good at filling it out. I will think on. Thank you.
Well, think on it. If you need, I can couple of evenings. I can just come sort it out for you.
Wonderful. That sounds most helpful. But don't let it get in the way of your studies. I know that you have a lot on. First year is intense.
Of course not.
Right. Well, if that's everything, I shall. And he just goes.
Okay, bye. And then I'll quickly swing by Fida and see how she's doing and do a quick, hey, how you doing? Are you up for a visitor?
She's very tired today. It's not a good day, and she's desperate to sleep off the bad phase that is today. You don't see, she has incredibly static hair as always, but you don't see quite so much lightning as that one day that you came when she seemed to be in pain. But she is trying to just sleep off the bad day as much as possible.
Okay. Like I should probably leave her. Like, can I do some sort of insight check to?
Yeah, roll insight.
Do what I think would be best. 19.
She would always sit and talk, but you think what you see if she rested.
Okay, cool. Then I'll tell her to rest. I'll say to rest and like I'll come by again another day. And then I'll go what I'll do is I'll get Ky and essentially give him like a very brief tour and pop by some people's rooms to say hello and then go see the baker.
I know, I'm desperately trying to go back and
I have it here somewhere. I have it here.
Books. I have it in my digital notebook. I think it's up on
Annie Dobloom.
Yes. Perfect, Annie. When Ky does a walkthrough of the sand, he kind of stops short at one of the, I keep wanting to call them cells, which is insanely unfair, but one of the rooms.
Yeah.
And looking through the large window, he stops and looks through it at the person on the other side and looks to you and goes, I know him. I had not realized he was here. He was in my class and he just he just wasn't there the next day. He goes up to the class and waves. I'd happily say that you know all the people who are on this floor. It's the same floor as Vida. This is a half-orc man called Drevin. He has scars all over him. And why don't you roll history to see exactly how much you know about him, how much time you spent with him?
16.
Okay. Drevin, Drevin is a little worse off than some of the people on this floor. The way that it was told to you was that Drevin was so keen and so obsessed almost with casting spells that when his mind cracked under the pressure of trying to take on too much, he actually doesn't have control over how he casts. He is constantly casting spells. And,
oh God.
And worst of all, because he was a conjuration wizard, he accidentally casts conjuration, but there's no soul to be pulled from anywhere because he's not doing it on purpose. And so he's putting his own soul into half-formed matter, and sometimes he's casting offensive spells on himself. It is horrible, and he lives this awful chaotic existence, and because he's only been there a year and a little tiny bit, Master Al-Qaeda is still really struggling to give Driven hope, because there is no cure for a cracked mind, and he it's hard to say you're going to be like this forever. You're going to cause yourself pain every single day, and you're going to be in this room every single day because you are a danger to everybody else, and that's you for the rest of your living days. He has not yet found a way. Like, you know, your friend Ida has been here for like 20 years, and it took her a decade to be like, okay, I'm a hobby girl. I'm going to learn how to sew. I'm going to learn how to knit. I'm going to learn how to, you know, do little sculptures and glass blowing, whatever. She's a hobby person. She knows how to do everything. Driven is not there yet.
Is there anything, like, has there been any kind of small thing that brings him joy? You know, like, I don't know, reading or telling him about some sport thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, has there been any...
So far, it's been really unsuccessful because his whole identity and passion and everything about his life since he had conscious thought was about becoming a wizard and a professional mage somehow. And now he can't do that in any way. And the more he asked for books that are theoretical about arcana and magic, and that it made him much worse because his mind was obsessing things that makes him worse. So then he fell into another horrible depression because he can't to completely reinvent him and find new interests and a new identity and all of that stuff. And Kai doesn't know any of that. Kai is just sort of standing at the window, like waving at Driven, who is just staring back at him, not knowing how to talk to this person who he would have only for like a week or so last year.
Then Agatha will, sensing this tension, just sort of start the conversation that's like, hey Driven, how's it going? I know I'm not normally like here this time of day, but
I'm fine. Is Kaya? Is he a tabard now?
No, Kai's just visiting. You know, I thought you were kind of bored of all my like terrible stories, so got some new content. You know.
How's are you still in conjuration? And Kai like puts his hand down, and there's just sort of opens of they don't know how to talk to each other anymore. But Kai does look to you and goes, I might stay here and talk to him for a little bit. Do you have any advice?
Just talk to him like you would if he was in your class. Just talk about things. Try not to get too... try not to get him too worked up about magic too much, but, you know, just talk about your classmates, just talk about what's happening, the day-to-day stuff. That's normally good.
Okay. He walks a little further down the corridor and pulls a stool up and sits down in front of the window, and just talks about the pubs in the city, and how he doesn't have much to draw on, but in like the equivalent of Freshers Week, they went to like the Grapevine together, and he like talks about it, and he talks about the Apony, which he wouldn't have gone to, but he just starts talking about what people do in their downtime, which is drinking mostly. And you can kind of go off and do whatever you sort of fancy, really, and leave Kai to talk.
Then I will, as long as it's not too far away, because I don't want to leave Kai 100% on his own, but if it's not too far away, I'll go check in with Annie and see how she's doing.
This area, it's not really an area that you go into very much, because it does require quite a lot of real medical knowledge, because this is where general population comes in with their sprained ankles or their stuffy noses, and they very rarely get treated with magic. It's poultices and tinctures and a little bit of willow bark, or resetting a broken limb or something, and it's the long haul of regular medicine. And it is a kind of big hall with cots. It's not really built for comfort. It's there's a lot of people, there's a lot of noise going on. There's always somebody that's making a big racket because they're in pain, and you see Annie, the dwarf, is sitting up on her bed packing things into her handbag.
Like she thinks she's going home and she's not.
She's got a carpet bag, and she's putting her wash things in there, like a nice wrapping up her bar of soap and putting it in, and cleaning her glasses and putting them in a case. And
hi Annie, how you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. I think I'm gonna, it's fine. They've been so good here.
Yeah.
Great, but I don't feel a thing anymore. I feel absolutely fine, so I'm just gonna it's a lot to leave the bakery.
Of course
it is but
I mean days, you don't want to have to walk down there, and I know it's not too late, but you don't want to be walking around the streets.
It's all downhill. I don't mind a bit. I could roll down. I could honestly lie on my side and just roll home. Be absolutely fine.
Yeah, but is why don't you wait until tomorrow and Mr. Dobloom can come get you, because you don't want to be rolling down that hill on your own. It's not safe, is it? No. I think she looks at the people who are in the beds next to her, and she's like, I don't belong here. It's fine. I'm not really this kind of person that makes a fuss. I'm going to go. Annie, it's fine. It's fine. You have taken care of so many people. All right? Just let some people take care of you for a bit. Just for a bit. You know what? I know you're better. I know.
But you know what? Sometimes I sell bread to people I know they're gluten intolerant. I'm not that good,
Well, you know what? Look, how about this? I know you're better. I know you're fine. But they don't need to know that, do they? Why not get a couple more days, getting waited on, haven't got to get your meals in.
I can't even read a book, I've been trying, but I can't. It's really loud.
Well, how about this then? Look, let's just go for a little walk, yeah? Just you and me. We'll just go for a little walk around, my friend's here, we can go see him.
You can walk me to the exit, but and then you'll walk me out. That's nice.
Well, I can't. I want to try and take a bag and be like, we'll leave this here. We'll come back for it.
No, I don't, because someone's going to steal it. I've got to keep it.
They're not going to steal it. And I'll look for another tabard that is maybe around and be like, they're here. They're not, they're not going to let anyone steal it. Was it no? Oliver's here. No one's going to steal it.
Roll persuasion.
Has she been drinking?
No, has not.
I rolled it, but it was cocked. But it doesn't matter, because that's a 6.
She looks at Oliver and goes,
all right, Oliver's a lovely young man, Annie.
People don't touch my things.
Okay. Well, how about this? How about I carry it and we'll both walk, yeah? But I have to go pick my friend up first before we go. Is that all right?
Okay.
Yeah. Come. Yeah.
Right.
And I'll take her back.
Don't give. That's got my smalls in it.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to carry it for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You go for a little stroll around. There's sort of limited areas that you can go around, but there is a kind of it is what a normal cloister is, which is that sort of way round, and there's a bit of grass in the middle that is specially for people who want to do a turn about the grounds but can't leave the sanatorium. She talks a little bit, why don't you roll another persuasion just for what it's like chatting to her.
Can I give her some alcohol? I mean, feels like a waste, but that was a nat 20.
What happens is you begin talking to her about the street and their business and how they've been providing the baguettes for the Apennines sandwiches for a long time, and before long she's just chatting about home, and she genuinely has much more color in her cheeks for getting some fresh air, going for a walk, and not talking to strangers who are ill.
Yes, yeah.
And by the time you kind of walk back, she is very much like, is there any way you could get me some earmuffs and then I might stay one more night? Just need a sleep.
I can I'll find you some earmuffs. I'll even see if I can find you one of those nice blind face mask things.
What are you going to do? Sorry?
Like a face mask. So
a face mask. Okay, yeah. It's just I know you could do magic now, so who knows what I'll do.
I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to do that. I will. I'll let you get yourself into bed. I'll go see if I can find some earplugs and stuff.
She picks up her carpet bag and takes a bar of soap out and puts it on the side, and she takes out her nightie and tucks it under her pillow again, and she goes, "You've got a silver tongue. You've got a silver tongue, Fifield. I've always said it. People overlook it. They always say it's Mel that can talk the hind legs off a donkey, but it's you."
Yeah, I've honestly never heard that before, but thank you. And then I'm going to go check on Ky first and make sure he's okay, and then I'll go see if I can find her something. I don't know if there's a lost and found here or something.
Kai's pretty much ready to go when you find him, and he walks with you and does an absolute beeline for the exit and goes outside, and then just takes really big deep breaths. And
are you okay? I know it's a lot.
It is a lot, isn't it? I just don't feel like I can get a breath in.
Yeah. Just in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay.
It's it's just that there are so many of them in there, and they don't. It's just I thought he'd gone home or something, or been expelled. I didn't realize he'd been suffering so badly all this time, and my God, we're all just 2 seconds away from being like them, right? Aren't we? I mean, any of us could go at any time in that way.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just an awful lot to take on.
It's look. It's a lot. Thanks for coming. I think it was good. I think Trevin probably really enjoyed having someone to chat to. It is a lot to take in, but I promise this bit passes, and it does feel good after a little while.
I mean, I do think I'm going to come back. I might talk to some other people about. We think that visiting people helps.
I mean,
who knows? I don't know.
I don't know if it helps in. Mentally, I think it helps them. Just makes them feel a bit less trapped in there.
I mean, he looks like he's been killed 17 times over. It must be awful. Anyway, I mustn't dwell. I mean, we should, but also,
it's okay to dwell. I'm just will you just wait for me? I have to go find some earplugs or earmuffs or something. And I'll just run back in and I'll see if I can find something.
There's a drawer for earmuffs, but they're nearly always all signed out immediately because that room's so noisy.
Okay.
So you have to go in a bit of a scrounge and see if there are any that have been put back in the wrong place, or you ask usually one of the tabards knows where there's one that's been squirreled away or whatever. They're property. So
yeah. I imagine everyone there's a couple hidden here for emergencies because
yeah.
And I'll do that, and then I'll come back out and be like, oh, okay, all right.
He kind of looks slightly less panicked, but certainly quite pensive at this stage. I mean, you seem to have those sort of bracelets, the anti-magic bracelets. I wonder if I could speak to my family about investing in some more of those, or, you know.
I don't. It might be worth a conversation with Master Al-Qaidi if you want to do something like that. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't mean this in an offensive way. There's only so much money can really help, you know.
Well, every other day you do that. That's really incredible.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it is just like chatting to people and getting them drinks, which, you know, I'm kind of good at that stuff.
Yes. Yes. Though, you know, it's now and never has been best quality. That's true. What are you doing now?
Oh, I don't know. Nothing, I guess. Why, do you want to do something? You look like you need a drink or something.
I just thought, don't know if you wanted to get dinner.
Sure. I mean, now?
Well, I mean, I could get changed, and we could
Yeah.
do whatever you wished.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. That'd be lovely. Thanks.
Okay. Right, but I will. I'll meet you in your cloister.
Okay.
You know, in what, an hour or so.
Okay. Are we gonna have to walk back another like 10
So we
minutes?
actually go pretty much all the way the same way, isn't it?
Yeah. I can hang back if you want. Do you want to go ahead? Or...
That'd be far worse, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Far worse. But so you know, Henry's headed out. We won't see him for a little bit. He's gone off on something. I was supposed to go as well, but I told him to go fuck himself. So he's gone off with a couple of other people.
Okay.
So we mercifully will not see him for a little bit.
I think that's great news for you. Are you all right, like, about that stuff?
You know, I just feel like I'm considering asking for it to change cloisters. I just feel like can't something that was the straw on the farm's back for me, really. Just done.
Wow, just done, just fully done.
Yeah. I think so.
Oh.
Do you not think so as well? I mean,
I mean that's your friendship. That's your, you know. I'm not going to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. If you don't, if you're done with him, then, you know, sure. Like, you don't have to be friends with him. But also, I don't know. Maybe this is just what he needs, you know? Maybe he needs someone telling him that stuff's not okay. And, you know, as annoying as he is, he seems to look up to him.
That is why I remained friends with him, and I didn't ask for a transfer earlier, to be honest. And then I realised how stupid of me. I don't think I'm the person to change him. I'm not really a good enough person to do that myself. And also, I don't want to anymore, actually, is really the main thing. I'd like him to be someone else's problem.
That's honestly fair. I get that. It's not your job or your responsibility to fix him.
No.
You can come hang out at our cloister if he's like really annoying, by the way. I'll speak to Hiraeth. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Thank you. Yes, and though I share very few classes or clubs with Pluto and Bing Bong, they are solid, absolutely solid.
Yeah, yeah, they're pretty good second years to have to be shared a cloister with.
Yes. Anyway, this is me, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm I'll see you now. Yep.
Yep.
And
just walk away to stop this being awkward.
Painful.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh god.
Great.
This guy's supposed to have a season at the palace. It's going to be a fucking nightmare.
He is not like this with other people. Okay. Hiraeth, what have you been doing on this fine day?
Yeah, I mean, I think running through the day, I've obviously we've had, if I remember correctly, on a day 2, I've had
Secondary and
primary, then secondary, then club. I think secondary, like, obviously I started to kind of get a gist of, I started conjuration to get a gist of kind of the magic that, you know, set me on the path that I have been on since sort of since Agatha. But I think it's kind of raised a lot of questions that I've had right from the off about the you know, my first few days at San and things like that. It has kind of, you know, it's shaken me a little bit seeing beings that are so kind of fragile in terms of like magic and stuff. And I think that's kind of, you know, that's on my mind for the majority of the day. And I think like during lunch, I'll probably pop back to the cloister, and just to sort of basically send a message home. I think I sort of say, I turn it on and say, hello, I'm not sure who's going to get this message, but I just wanted to say, Ewan, thank you very much for keeping me abreast of the goings on of Forendring. I celebrated in my own way, so I hope that can be of use. I just, out of interest, how long has it been for you, this time that we've been away? I've, over the last few weeks, and with father's absence, it's been made very clear that time doesn't work in the ways that it, I suppose, should. And I'd be very interested to find out how much time has passed. Also, it'd be, I don't know whether this is possible, but if there's any way that in the next parcel you could give me any of the any information about magic, how it works in the Fae, specifically. I know that I've never really been learned in that way. I'd be interested to find out a little bit more about the magic in the Fae. If there are any books that you could find in the Divisia's libraries or shops, and I'd love to know how Father is faring after his clipping. I'm very aware that I left without knowing an awful lot about the clipping process. I'd be greatly appreciative of any information that could be passed on that also. It's fantastic to hear of the progress that's being made with those who are invited to forendring. I hope it went as well as it could be expected. Send my love to the family. If mother or father could send word, I would be greatly appreciative of that also. But yes, the magic of the Fae is something that I'd love to find out a little bit more about. These beings are so frail, so fragile when it comes to magic that they can break just by attempting it. I'd love to know more about why we do not. Is it because of our connection to the mother, or is it something else? Yours now and forever, Hiraeth. And I turn it off, and sort of send it. Once again, look in the mirror at the sort of hairline that is the darker hair that is already growing through yet again, and think back on what Onra said about it, and kind of leave the cloister and go to clubs, which I could not tell you.
It's dance.
Huh?
Dance.
It's dance. Excellent. Awesome. Yeah, I think in terms of clubs, I think I'm putting a lot of effort in at the moment. I think like dance is, especially after forendring as well, directly after forendring, it's a real kind of joy to be back in the saddle, so to speak, for dance. And I think I'm spending a lot more time. I spend time dancing with some of the partners that I've danced with in the past, but probably mainly with Cole. Like I think it's been a kind of it's been as much a journey to kind of get Cole kind of out of themselves and kind of,
Are you stealing Honra's dance partner?
No.
I think that's wise.
better than dancing with.
Yeah, exactly.
No. I think like as and when kind of the time comes. Obviously, I'm if there's any territorial kind of nature, then it's backing off entirely. But it's nice to see Cole kind of coming out of themselves a lot more, as I said. But in terms of my day, I think that's, in all honesty, I think that's the majority of it. I think I think I'd like to see if I can find out if there is money is very much on the mind. I'm aware that she is her own person, but I think Hiraeth is like now and ever gonna be sort of worried about Agatha's ability to like stay here. I think it's it's kind of heavily ingrained in him that this is a kind of unit. This is it's as close to a familial unit that he has within the entirety of the world right now, within the entirety of this plane, and I think that's important. And the idea that Agatha might not be able to sort of make it to second year, fucking sucks. So I think one of the things Hiraeth is most interested in doing is trying to find more ways to make money. So like I think he probably goes in search of a quest board, or like a job board for people to kind of take up gigs for money.
Roll investigation.
Dankeschön. It's okay. It's okay. That was a 12. What is my investigation? It's a 12.
Please, could you deduct 5 silver from your...
Oh, fuck yeah.
Pocket? You ask around and you don't find anything in the school, because obviously everything, that is not something that you'd find in the school. But you walk into town a bit later in the day, and you just ask around. You just sort of pull somebody aside and say, "Look, where might somebody do a job and make some money?" And you meet this short dark hair, half elf, shirt, trousers, pretty kind of bog standard looking person, fairly bright blue eyes, who talks rapidly at you about a jobs board that's further, and they start walking and talking with you, and they say, "Look, for 5 silver I'll take you to the job board." I've been to Marrakesh. I know how this gig works. And you give the 5 silver over, and then they ask you a couple of questions as you're turning through alleyways, and then they're gone. You just turn around, you realize you're not talking to anybody, and you're you're just sort of you're in one of those alleyways, which is not only a dead end, but sort of where people's, like, they're drying their laundry. So this is heavily residential part of the city. And you just... I don't think this is where I'm meant to be. Okay.
Some little old woman comes out screaming about some pervert staring at her smalls.
And Hiraeth's looking at them like, "Is this a job board?
Is this a job board? Or is
No,
this
it's my
what
knickers."
constitutes as, and I guess I start to, I kind of like nod to myself a couple of times and go, "Yep, should have seen that coming." Okay. Do I know where the I don't know what the word for it is. Constabulary is where the I know where that is. Yeah, because you didn't. It wasn't. I didn't actually make it there. Give me give me a survival check, please. Oh, all the ones that I'm really good at, Lids. I love it. Actually, I'm not as bad at that. That was 13, so 15. You go for a walkabout. What's your passive perception? Deduct another 5 silver.
Deduct 1 gold. It's the same person. They do the same thing.
Hi, I was just wondering whether you could take me to where the Custers live.
Now this time I will take you. I promise.
All mortals look the same to Hiraeth.
Yeah.
You just can't distinguish between them at all.
Seeing as your passive perception is 15, you are walking about. You don't really know where it is, but you're heading back where your sense of direction is telling you is essentially away from residential area and more where there is shops, perhaps, because it's maybe more likely that there's the custodial hall might be there, and you get hopelessly lost, and you turn to ask somebody, and there is that half elf who looks at you, looks wide, and then just sprints off and walks away from you.
Oh, that's fantastic. I start sprinting behind him, just assuming that he's taking me there.
Let's do some athletics.
Oh my god. Hiraeth just assuming. Oh, they just got. I lost them. This is
It's got to
my
be an
fault.
18.
I got a 13 on the dice, and I've got a +7 in athletics.
Hiraeth goes to a beach in Greece and comes back destitute. But with a lot of knickknacks.
You
I come up behind
run.
him.
You run for a bit, and then you're running side by side with him, and he sort of turns and goes fuck, and is like darting through alleyways, trying to always get away from you, and you are always.
This is honestly fantastic. Thank you so much for getting me there so quickly. Honestly.
He stops and is like, "What is your fucking deal? Get away from me!"
Oh, wait. So you're not taking me to the place that I would like to go?
No, well, they're around there, but no, I wasn't. They're over the other. They're over the other side. I'm not going there, am I? I'm not going to the Custer's Hall, am I?
Why not?
Because I feed five silver off you. Here, have it back. He puts it in.
No, that was a gift. You can take it. It's fine. It's
Is your deal? Who are you?
who are you?
Jerry.
Gonna make a note of that. Thank
Jerry
you
knows
very
Trevor.
much.
What?
100% Jerry knows Trevor.
Also, in my head, I'd already named this person, and I'd named them Jerry. So.
Well, Jerry, listen. Thank you for
Jerry.
pointing me in the
Stay
right
away
direction.
from me, yeah. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want from me, but I've given you your 5 silver back. He drops it on the ground in front of you. Just leave me out of it. Whatever this is, yeah? Just
Right.
leave me out of it.
You're a confusing person, Jerry.
He starts like walking backwards, like watching you a bit like this, slips into a dark alley and
Jerry, if you ever do that again, you might not find me in such a good mood.
roll perception.
Just piss.
That was a fucking 19 on the
Fucking-
dice.
You've been very northern today, Tom.
That was a fucking 24 altogether.
His body's coming up.
As you lean forwards, saying that, your eyes adjust to the light in that dark alley. He's not in it. He slipped into a shadow and then was gone.
Oh shit! I'm gonna pop over into that dark alley, dark shadow of an alley, and see if there's like a secret hatch or something.
It's a very like small alleyway which it's basically a lot of people's like back doors, and there's one like gutter through the cobblestones, and it's one of those because it's tall and very like narrow. It's got that like perpetually damp thing about it that it never fully dries out because the sun never gets to it, and as you're going, it's very dark, even though it's mid to late afternoon. And roll investigate, please.
Sorry, this is absolutely not what I was looking to do, but I'm here for it.
Pages of prep, and then this is what we do. I love it.
16 on the dice, so a 16.
You are looking in this alleyway, and you're like, there's one point where there's a drain, and you look down the drain and you realize that it's just a pipe, so nobody will be able to squeeze down there, but it's quite quiet as well, and you sort of realize you would hear his footsteps, and the more you look, the more you can't work out where he's gone, and you realize that he didn't just run fast, and you don't think he climbed, and you are suddenly quite like spooked by how he just disappeared.
Hot dog. I just back out of the alley and just sort of like walk back to the school. Just confused.
I feel like Hiraeth has a lot of these days where he just ventures out to just see what the day will give him, and he comes back with like wide-eyed and like looking at his hands going, what the hell is up with this?
I went to 2 alleyways today.
So many more questions than I left with. Like there's evidently like more mystery to this place than I previously thought. I thought I was going into a cardboard town, and instead it's got edges. You know, it's
like
3D.
The thing I love is that you have lived with Nevma for a while, who has almost definitely done the same sort of thing multiple times. You go to a school where Misty Step, Dimension Door's a thing.
But at the same time, like, he ran away to start with. Like, surely, economically speaking, the easiest thing is just go, ha, bamf. Like,
Yeah.
I think Nevma does the Batman thing, which is they wait for you to get talking, and then Nevma just sneaks out, and then you turn around and go, how long have I been there? And Hiraeth's been monologuing to Nevma, and then Nevma has left, and Sunny's come in and sat down to listen. She's turned around and she's like, no, he's interested. I only got the last half, but
just turn around and just go, huh, what? That's my day. That's
Okay, cool. Nice day. Great day. Fab. Moving into more downtime, we've got.
Downtime.
Before we do that, Nikki, I think one day would have been sufficient.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just gonna say, like, I'm still doing the thing where I'm giving the Oro like a little thing, like a blanket that I've been sleeping on and stuff like that.
Is Sunny like away a lot all of the week?
No. Like he's. I don't know if a day's sufficient, then a day's sufficient. Okay. But like Sunny would have just been the same as Hiraeth, but just like doing.
Roll a single d20. We'll see how long it takes.
Single d20. 9.
It takes 2 days.
Cool. But yeah, when I'm doing my clubs and stuff, like I'm still. I just want to really nail it there. I'm giving like a blanket to all of the Oros, or like a piece of cloth that smells like Sunny, and I am feeding them every time I'm there. I'm taking the time.
Feeding your jock straps every single day.
Yeah, I'm feeding them, and I'm like petting them, and I am, I'm doing like, and if I'm there when they're not, I'm like cleaning out their enclosure and stuff. Like, I'm making Sunny. It would be known that Sunny is a friend to the Oro.
How? Now here's a question.
Yeah.
You presumably don't want to be caught doing this.
Absolutely not. No.
So please, can you roll stealth? Not that I imagine that you're like, but it's just that thing of, if somebody, how like are you watching when you are doing this thing?
18, 15 on the dice plus 3.
Stealthy.
There's a couple of times when you walk towards the enclosure and you see her there, and you just kind of turn around and walk.
I'm still spending the lion's share of my time with Dilla.
Yeah.
But, like, and I do not.
Dilla doesn't get jealous.
No, I do not wish to engage with this person at all. It's purely I just want the Oros to be a friend of Sunny's. And I've got a plus 11 to my animal handling, so.
Oh yeah.
I can handle animals.
Yep.
Look, I've picked up this dog. I can do it.
If
That's a rat.
With that in mind, roll me another for this whole downtime and animal handling to see how well you do with that.
I've got an 18 on the dice, so it's a 29 animal handling.
Good, very good. Good to know. Good to know.
Again, Lydia, I handle the animal. Be bisexual, eat hot chip and lie, and also handle the animal.
Back to the evening of the 8th, because we can't quite move on until
date time.
Ky comes into the room. He is wearing a sheer blue shirt, button-up shirt, and a pair of trousers that have beads on them. and
Okay.
and he stands there in the doorway and says, Agatha, is Agatha here?
I think when Agatha like said bye really coolly and then just ran in and immediately grabbed whoever was there, probably
Okay,
Nesma.
see who's there. Let's see
Or
who's
like Bing Bong, even Pluto at this point, she's desperate.
What do you mean even Pluto? Pluto's like one of the top tier options.
No, exactly, but like...
It's, you got Bing Bong.
Okay.
Who immediately picks up on your energy and like elevates it and starts like squealing with excitement and offers you and like offers you her padded leggings.
No.
You got to like, because then you've got like juicy thighs, you know, so you gotta get that. Put this on, try this one.
I just like lift up my skirt.
Oh my god, look at your thighs, they're amazing.
I already have
jealous
thighs.
of them. Fucking hell. That's amazing.
Okay, I've never been on a date before. I don't know what to do on a date. Like Hiraeth had everyone here around telling him what to do, and I don't know what I'm doing. What do I wear? I have nothing
Just
to wear.
keep touching him all the time, you know? Every time you say something, like drag your fingers up and down his arms and stuff. They love that stuff.
Right, okay. Drag
Touching
fingers.
them and like pull your tongue over the top of your teeth as well, like this. They fucking love it.
That?
They're thinking about your tongue the whole time, you know? Let me do your hair.
Okay.
Can I give it a quick cut? We got time, I think.
Oh, hi, Ags. How are you?
Oh god, I'm trying to decide on how panicked Agatha is. Can I roll something to see
To
how
not let
much
Bing Bong
Agatha
cut
would
Agatha's-
trust Bing Bong with all this stuff? You know, is it like, yeah, Bing Bong?
Oh, insight.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This is where Michelle, I don't know why you're doing this because you know how badly you roll and you're going to come out there with a fucking mullet, you
Yeah,
know?
I know. I rolled a 22, so I'm like, no.
She rolls well when it matters.
When it matters.
She is so excited because she hasn't really been able to be a mentor to anybody. So she is absolutely ready to make your Hoxton sweetheart right now.
Okay. I love this energy. Is there anyone else? You know, just I need your opinion, but I need other people's opinions.
I get it. No, that's fine.
No,
Yeah,
Bing Bong,
most
Bing
people
Bong.
don't really want my opinion
No,
anyway.
I really do want your opinion. I really do want your
alright.
opinion.
No,
Bing
no,
Bong.
I can-
But his thing, Bing Bong. I don't want to go out there and be Bing Bong. You know, I need like.
What's wrong with Bing Bong?
Nothing. But you're Bing Bong, and I want to. I would love to be Bing Bong. Oh my god. Okay.
No, it's all right.
Bing Bong, I'm really sorry.
I completely understand. I would have ruined everything.
No, you wouldn't.
Everything.
Bing Bong, please, no, please. Bing Bong, please. I'm so sorry. Whatever you want, whatever you need, I will. I'll do all your washing for the week if you just help me, please.
If you want my help, I can help. But you know,
just
yeah.
no mullets, no padded leggings.
That's
Yeah.
your hair, all right. I can see that you're kind of precious about that, but
Yeah.
I can help you with like sort of what's at your dress.
Yeah.
Let's do
Okay.
something about that. I think like can you walk in heels?
No. Do I need to wear heels? Should I wear heels? I probably should wear
Your
heels.
bum look amazing when you do that, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go and get some options. And she like you just hear the like slap of her feet as she goes scurrying into her room.
I'm immediately looking around, being like, please,
No one else is there. It's just you and Bing Bong.
anyone.
Nothing but a tumbleweed.
Arrives in his room, hearing all of this, and going,
And we're all in our rooms going.
Bastards.
When she comes back, there's a pair of like lace-up ankle boots that are like 4.5 inches heel, and she goes, right. If you do trust me, I'm gonna like I'm gonna put this on you, and I think it'd be a good idea if you like went, because I now have a better understanding of what your assets are, if you know what I mean, and I think I can really show them off. This is important to you. It's important to your mentor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Right, get that terrible
Okay.
dress off. Let's do this.
Okay. All right.
And you immediately feel she's like piling you into this this. Essentially, it's first of all, it's for somebody who's very small.
Oh God, my Agatha's ass is gonna be out.
But it's like a wraparound dress, so it
Okay.
does it's like a wraparound dress, but it's like a skater dress. You know those they were like really
Yes.
for a
Oh
bit.
my God. Yeah.
And so yeah, it is. You turn around and it is there is only just can you not see the crack of your ass?
Okay.
It just needs the slightest breeze, and that skirt would be lifted up. And she's like, "Oh my God, look at you, fit, absolutely fit."
Thanks. I am concerned that any breeze is gonna
You want that, definitely.
I want that. I don't know if I do want that. I don't know where we're going. It might be a really nice place and
Oh, is it fancy? Right, fancy.
Wear
Okay.
underwear.
I got a better idea. I've got a better idea. All right, 1 second. 'Cause I didn't realize it was fancy. Okay, let's do this.
Bing bong. All you need is a stiff breeze. This feather is just breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And he'll be stiff when he sees her.
No.
She comes back and she's got like a deep green gown with like beads hanging off it. It's like princess cut at the top. This
so many
is
beads
probably her last year's prom dress. No, you've got to wear this, right? Because I mean, it's like this is floor length for me, but this would be like your knees or something. And this is shiny. You know, boys like it when you kind of like are so shiny that you're like it's like throwing a bag of jewels in the air, and it's like so shiny. Like they love that. So this is definitely the way to go.
Okay.
She's like she's pulling your arms and like squeezing it over the top of your head, and it is
Oh my God.
tight round the waist.
Yeah.
It's difficult to get your girls in, but at least it comes like to your knees.
Okay. It's not like a full length gown.
It's
like
it's a wedding dress for someone 3 foot shorter than you.
Okay.
It's like a deep green, like bejeweled, like so dripping bejeweled with like.
You need to figure out what deep green meant last year, just for a little bit of gossip. Just tuck that one away. If this is her prom dress.
Oh yeah. I'm with you. Okay.
I got like you could put a little bit of special, that kind of tacky glue that you get so that your nips don't fall out.
My nips are gonna fall out.
I mean, I'm telling you now, I'm looking at them and I can see a little bit of areola. So
Oh God.
I'm not complaining. I think it's really nice. They're a good color. I would say primo, but I'm not sure if that's what you want for dinner.
Yeah.
She's talking about areolas like they're a pasta dish.
Yeah. Do you have like a shawl?
I
or
doubted myself
something?
for a second.
There you go.
Agatha's gonna try and find like a shawl or like maybe borrow. I feel like Nevma has a million cropped jackets, like something.
All right, roll investigation as you sneak into Nevma's room, and you just hear a voice from your room going, "No, I get it. It's probably you want to go and put something else."
No. This is great. I just just in case anyone out there doesn't want to see Nip, I can be covered.
You just find a bottle of what is it? Universal glue or whatever it's called.
That dress is never coming off.
19.
Your nips are never seen again.
What you find is two like fabric that for want of a better word, they're like fabric pauldrons with a ribbon that holds them in place with like tassels off the side, and they're like black. So they're your shoulders are covered, but
They're round.
They've
She
done
goes.
nothing. Okay.
it's an incredible look. You look like you.
If anything, it's just drawn more attention to
I was like,
the rapidly
can I
encroaching
ask
nipple.
this? Does it look good?
You're standing there looking in Nevma's full-length mirror in her room, and you just see like Bing Bong's little head like poking round the back, like round your waist at you, and she's like this, and you look like you're in your villain era. This is so different for you. And she just like reaches up and smears a little bit of like plum paint onto your lips, and you truly look like, with your pale skin and your plummy lipstick and your black like little tasseled shoulders and this like dark green prom dress, you look truly like you're in a teen villain era. And she's like, this is
sound like a character from The Descendants.
I was gonna say, I'm in The Descendants. Okay, let's channel it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Oh my god, like hot shit. And it's sort of about this time that you hear Agatha in the main room, at which point like a bunch of doors open and people who've been there the whole time like walk out.
Never steps out from behind her mirror.
A pile of clothes on the bed just like comes up.
And as soon as he sees you, he goes, oh thank god, I thought I'd overdressed. No, that's fine then. Shall we and he sort of offers his elbow.
I think she goes to sort of grab it because she is struggling to walk in these heels. It's like, yeah.
Oh, and sort of catches you a little bit. No, let's, all right. And there is a carriage waiting for you as he's like called ahead so that there's a carriage to take you in, into
Is this
town.
equivalent of like getting an Uber, or is this like
Yes, it's
getting
Uber,
In a limo.
It's the good Uber though. It's the one up
Uber X?
He paid a couple of extra pounds.
It's a Tesla, okay.
He's not doing a ride share. There's not a bunch of other people.
Oh yeah, we're all going into town as well, same time. Yeah.
It's like the Uber I got in Orlando when I got in. It was fucking full volume blasting to the window to the wall.
yeah.
Well.
And he takes you to Utsok's Blessing, which is in fact the place that Nevma had mentioned to you. And this is an extremely good restaurant. I don't have Ponzi restaurant music.
That's fine.
Or do I?
It's fine. Me and Tom will like improv a cappella. Hey, Margaret.
And there is a host there that takes you to your table and pulls your chair out for you to sit down, and then goes, Madam, can I take your coat? Let me
Can I keep it? Can I keep it on?
Yes, of course.
I just think your guests will prefer it, trust me.
He walks away wondering what on earth is underneath the small discs on your shoulders.
Oh, if it's not covering anything, then yeah, sure, take it. It's doing nothing.
And you are left alone looking opposite one another in this exquisite, heavily gilded restaurant with the smell of incredible food floating through the air and light music. And
well, this is nice.
Yes. I think I'll steak. I'll go probably for the steak. You like steak?
Yeah. Who doesn't like steak? Sonny doesn't like steak, but yeah, steak.
He's eating, isn't he?
Yeah.
How's your how's your mum and dad?
Yeah, they're good. They're Pete's making something.
What's he making?
He's trying to incorporate peanuts into the mead because we have this huge order.
Can't see that working, but if anyone could, it's Pete.
Yeah, you're not gonna stop him. He's gonna Anyway, tell me about your family, because I don't know much about, your mum and dad and stuff.
Well, I mean, you met my dear mother. She's a delight.
Yeah. She's ambitious.
Yes. Ambitious is one way of putting it. She... Well... my dad is the tome keeper in Grand Pylea Great Library. My mother is what's known as the advisor of legacies.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
So she literally advises on the path that each child of the royal court should take. That's her job.
That's cool. So you must know like lots of like kids from. Wow.
Yes. I do, and I don't really. I try to stay out of it. If I'm honest, it's that sort of mother's thing.
You're not planning on following in her footsteps, or?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what I'll do. She has my life planned out month by month, week by week, for the rest of my life.
Wow.
And this time here is the only time that I negotiated as my own.
Oh. Wait, so while you're here, you can do whatever you want.
Well, I mean, you've seen I can't do anything, but I can be who I want to be. She leaves me alone for weeks at a time, and she advised me on what classes and clubs to take, but she doesn't force me. And I'm sort of somewhat left to my own devices. I have a looser leash.
Oh, that's oh.
But she, it's. I'm trying to enjoy my time here, and then I wonder if there's a way that I can get out of it all later. I don't know, but
surely when you leave, or you'll, you get whatever you want to do, right? Has she literally planned out what job you're gonna do and stuff?
Yeah, I mean it might change depending on how well I do at school, but it would be still of her choosing.
And what if you don't want to do that though?
I don't know. I don't know what the alternative would be. I mean, she
Oh, I think it's birthday going on.
Yeah, it's birthday to you.
No.
I don't know. I'm just going to sort of lay it out on the table. She planned everything from before I was even born. She traveled with my father to a place that was known to have a gateway to the plane of air, because she wanted to have a special child of child of the wind. Yeah.
I assumed your father was an Air Genasi, and that's
No, they're both elves, but it wasn't quite special enough for her, so they, at great expense, spent a few years elsewhere in order to conceive a child. She would have preferred to have had a fire genasi, because, of course, so much royalty is a fire genasi, but this was I don't know. She went air genasi in the end. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I often think wow to myself as well. And she would ideally, you know, her first choice. This is why, you know, you've met. I am betrothed, but the reason why she allows that to be sort of loosey goosey is that she would rather that I do a season at the palace and marry a royal child, marry a princess.
Wow.
I know it's quite a lot, isn't it? Sorry. This is why I sort of keep this stuff to myself ordinarily, because it's a bit grim.
I mean, you know, you're gonna do well at least, you know, living it up at the palace if you marry a royal or something.
Yeah. I don't care about any of that stuff. I thought I did. I kind of did last year. It's been so ingrained in me. And I, you know, but now I've just realized, you know, when does it end? Like, it's the problem with getting a taste for freedom and a taste for your own agency is it's very difficult to go back.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I sort of just assumed I'd do a year here and I'd go back to the Apony, and now I don't know. I don't know if I could do it.
What do you think Pete and Tracy would think of that?
My mum would be mad. My dad would be supportive. And I think that would actually hurt more, you know, because I know they're planning on retiring soon, you know. I was going to take over that place, and that was my life, and, you know, it's not that it wasn't a bad life, and it's not quite the same, you know. They didn't, like, plan to have me necessarily, and, like, they weren't like, oh, we want another human child. But you know, we sort of had a plan, and now that plan's out the window.
Well, I guess the thing about what you learn at this school is that, yes, it puts you in harm's way a little more than a regular job, but the world is a dangerous place, and wielding magic gives you so many opportunities that you will be able to provide for them in infinite ways different to being the next owner or manager of the act.
Oh, that's what I was hoping. If you know, if I could find something, I don't know what, just something that I could use magic, but still help them out.
I mean, that new person that they brought on, I've only seen him once. He seemed really good. What's his deal? It must be really odd having somebody on the staff that is not a Fifield.
Yeah, Shane. Yeah, he's really good actually. Sort of sad how he came to us, but his family.
In what way?
His family used to own an inn in somewhere. And it got like taken over by bandits, and the bandits killed everyone, including his family, and he just managed to survive, and then he ran away.
How long ago was that?
Can I say however long ago Shane said it was?
I don't think he really said.
No.
I don't think he sort of you could guesstimate a couple of years.
Yeah, I think I don't know, like a couple of years or something.
You ever think about taking that back for him? I mean, you'd be down a member of staff, but it'd be a good deed.
Oh, that's...
But, you know, getting rid of bandits is always a good idea.
That's true. I hadn't really thought of it. I just assumed. It's kind of weird going from, you know, someone without magic to suddenly having it and suddenly realising you can do all this stuff. I hadn't really thought about it, but yeah, I'm going to take back that tavern, that inn.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
If you need any help, It would be my pleasure. So as you've been talking, it's an evening at the Utsog Blessing where they just bring you each course.
Okay.
There are 9 courses.
Oh my
There is
God.
a glass of wine specially selected to go with each plate, it is, the food is mind blowing.
Oh my God.
Things that you often didn't have, you don't know what they are. It's explained to you, but it feels like it's a foreign language.
Yeah.
There are all sorts of like tiny little tinctures that you like drip sauces onto the top of the thing, like that you have to get involved in making it. Like lids that come off and then the smoke comes out, billowing out. It's really, really, really good, really delicious. And you're sort of around, plate 7. I definitely like to do something like that.
All right.
You said before that you're really enjoying it here. You're happy though, aren't you?
Like at the school? Yeah, why?
I just, I know we've talked about it a little bit, but I have a little admission to make, which is that not that final book, but I would leave my spell book at the Apony on purpose.
Nah, I'd like steal it from you.
Axe.
Oh. Well, if that doesn't make any sense though. Why? Like.
I knew. I just. The way you took that first night that I was in there and we were all competing to be with your sister.
Yeah.
And he's not at the school anymore, but that guy was casting Find Familiar to try and distract you. And the way that you dealt with him, you felt like you instinctively knew how the spell worked and shut him down, and the familiar disappeared. And I just knew that you would be a natural. And I saw you walking backwards and forwards, making pints, and I thought, you have a good life. You're good at what you do. This is easily the best drinking establishment in Solaire. But you've got a mind that wants magic, I think, and I was arrogant enough to think that I had something to give you that you didn't already have, and so I left my spell book for you to read and pretended that it was by mistake a lot of the time.
Wow.
I know, aren't I?
No. No, that's probably like strangely the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. I know it kind of ended badly, but thanks for doing that.
You don't need to thank me. I think you would have found it one way or another.
Maybe. Maybe not, though. I don't know. It was just... I kind of... Mel gets all the attention, and I was kind of fine with that. I really was. But it felt nice to be noticed. Even if it was just you.
Just me.
Well, you know.
Well,
just...
we've drunk 8 glasses of wine.
Oh.
And,
I don't think I can walk in these shoes.
I might have to carry you back to school, and it feels inappropriate to go in for our third kiss. So maybe we just cut this short and head back.
All right. Okay. One thing I've been dying to ask you about it, and it's probably because I'm 8 drinks in. I just need you to know that I really, just honestly, everything you've done for me has been great. Really, really great. I mean that.
There's a but coming.
You're just, look, I know I don't pretend to get style and stuff like you do.
God.
No, you're really good at it. I love my spell book so much. But this ring, it's
You don't like it?
no, I love it. It just seems very, it doesn't fit with the rest of it, you know? I love it. I'm sorry. I love it. It's great. I'm really sorry. Fuck.
I mean...
No. I'm sorry. It's so rude of me.
I can take it back if you don't want it. You don't feel obliged to have it.
No. I just
Roll insight.
Oh God. 19.
It was just a spare focus that I found.
No, it wasn't. You never just find stuff.
It's honestly just a... It's just a ring, Aggro. Stop making a big deal out of everything.
You're hiding something. Come on.
I'm not. It's just a ring.
Sorry. Look, maybe this is really fashionable. Maybe
It is extremely fashionable.
You're right. It's on me. It's on me. You know, I'm not really used to that kind of world. That's me not really understanding it.
I thought it looked excellent on your hand.
Can I roll insight again?
Yeah. If you want.
15.
He was lying when he said that it's just a ring, but he was telling the truth when he said he thought it looked good on your hand.
Oh, okay.
To your amateur eye.
Yeah. Wait, and he was lying when he said...
It's not a ring. It's just something that he found.
It's not just...
Come on, let's go. He puts a bag of gold on the table and offers you his arm and begins to walk you out and just nods to the host that had originally sat you down. He walks a little bit, but he's looking around for a carriage, and then finally he kind of calls a cab, and you sit in it.
I want to know
That you're about to ask, so he just starts running his fingers over your face and rubbing his thumb over your lips and runs his fingertip over the top of your collarbone. He's very respectful, but he is definitely changing your mind.
Oh, 100%. She's all on that ring, and then almost instantly just a puddle in his hands, essentially.
The absolute classic pash in the back of the
taxi. Mad makeout sesh. Ring all forgotten
Why
about.
did you say pash in the back of a taxi?
Oh, God.
I don't know what that question's about. Everyone's had a massive snog session in the back of a taxi.
Why did you call it a pash?
It's more that we have a dog called we know a dog called Pash.
But a pash is also a snog. Come on.
Okay.
That date was so painful.
I thought that I did a really good job of making the date awkward, but you have taken the crown.
I'm sorry, I got a -1 to my charisma.
He doesn't. There's other things that work for him.
I give him a -1 to his charisma.
Sorry, so we went from I'm on a date with you, but my mum thinks that I should date a princess, to thank you for the ring, I hate it, but it was like
Do you know what
it had everything.
It's been on my list of ask him about that ring, because Lydia dropped something ages ago, and I was like, oh, okay, I need to ask him about
keep my fucking mouth shut.
Michelle, I love that you went from ask him about the ring to fully neg the boy.
Is that the Kiss the Girl Disney sequel in the live action? Neg the boy.
It didn't, like, look at it. It's
From Wish.com.
It's from Wish.com.
How very dare you?
See,
Also-
what you're doing right now is cutting both Kai and Lydia.
It is fucked what his parents did.
Look,
I will just say.
100%. Is it? How do you even like continue a date
It
from
was
that?
so
Like,
funny.
do you want to
Like,
go
he was
see a
like-
therapist?
He was saying stuff like, "Oh, is this all there is?" And like, I was just like, "Oh, like, I'm like a weird kind of micro eugenics situation." Like, it's
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boy's got no light chat with Agatha. He is not the master of
but
the
she returned
delicate-
it with I'm destined to just be a manager of this pub, but I didn't realise there could be anything more.
It was so good. It went from utter silence for the first like 5 minutes to
My dad's a timekeeper.
They'll get better, or they won't,
love-
and it'll just fall apart.
Hey, listen, I love that I'm not the only.
They're very compatible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sort of imagine that you sort of tumble through the school, still like hands all over each other, and he takes you to
100%.
At some point, when they get out of the carriage, their beads have got stuck to each other because they're both covered in beads.
that plummy lipstick is like all over his
All over.
face.
Just clacking through the school together.
It's like those things you get where it's like click, click.
Oh, the sticks, yeah.
All those
I thought you meant the
seat covers that people have in taxis, like the wooden ones, and you just like, oh, it takes you a minute, didn't it? It does take you a minute.
Oh.
And he sort of deposits you outside your cloister. A wonderful evening. Thank you for your company and our. He's like really tipsy at this stage. Like it's really him.
Yeah.
Third kiss. Done.
Third
Third
Are we
kiss.
counting?
At what point do you stop counting?
Yeah. Agatha doesn't know.
53rd kiss. Yes, we got there, boys.
Yeah, I'd invite you in, but like, I'm pretty sure there is 5 people on the other side of that door. So.
Big Boy's just like actually holding on to it.
Sleep well.
Yeah. Thanks. Good day.
Walks away. I mean, I'd say that you just used your background fee.
Very funny.
Hell yes.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Do you think people stayed up waiting for Agatha?
Sunny. Fuck no.
Well, because you went to an 8-course meal. You went to an 8-course meal and you left after dinner.
I stayed up for Hiraeth.
It's like 11 p.m.
I think I've stayed up. I think
I think
I'm.
Sunny's asleep on the sofa in the communal room.
Oh, he tried to stay up.
Yeah. I think Hiraeth's doing conjuration homework at the table. It doesn't come naturally to him, so it's the first time he's had to and it's a good opportunity for me to stay up and do it.
In staggers Agatha with the, there is no one needs passive insight to work out what she's been up to.
So how'd it go?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was real good.
Oh, just good.
Good. Great. Good. Great. Yeah.
Hey, do you wanna just fix up the lipstick and we can sit and chat for a bit? How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it was just, the food. Oh, fuck. And Agatha goes and cleans herself up.
It was 7 courses of gumbo. It was a jambalaya jamboree. Like, it was fucking...
Agatha's, like, taking off her shoes and, like, comes out, like, wrapped in a sheet because she's feeling, like, super over, like, dressed, but, like, and comes to
Did it go? Did it go well? Did it? Did the chat flow? Did the?
Hiraeth, why is going on a date so hard?
You're fucking telling me.
Oh my god, it's like I've never spoken to a human being before.
Yeah. There's, you know what? I feel like it's. I've been thinking about this since mine. There feels like a lot of pressure, a lot more pressure. You know.
It was so fancy, and like they brought out one like our food, and I was like, oh well, I'm gonna be starving later because this is tiny. And then there was just like. It just kept coming, and they kept bringing wine, and I don't think I've quite drunk this much before. And like, there was awkward silences. Oh my god.
But were they mutual awkward silences, or was it from one side, or was it from what?
No, it's like we were both so awkward, and I don't understand.
I mean, hey, if it's not one-sided, then I feel like that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. Well, what about when you and Hazes went on a date? Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. This, yeah. Like it's that, you know.
Okay.
What are you guys on about?
Oh god, Sunny.
Huh?
Oh no. Sorry, I woke up. I felt the vibe shift, and it was just rough.
Sunny.
What?
Like, you have to tell us. You have to, like, how do you do it? I don't understand. You're just, like, so confident all the time, and, I just tell me how to do it. I need to know how to do it. You know, just be, like, really confident and, like...
Well, are you a confident person?
I don't know anymore.
Well, like, it don't work if you're not confident, you know? Like, if you're not, if it's fine, like, people are different, you know? You just gotta be you. Gotta be the most you can be.
What if me is awkward and doesn't know how to do like small talk and like flirting stuff? I can't flirt.
Well, then don't flirt.
Yeah, but then we spoke about like our parents and stuff, and that feels like.
Jad, you think like
I did that.
See?
Okay, right. So. You guys spoke about your parents on your dates?
Yeah.
And did you have a good time on your date?
Yeah, it was like the best.
Do you feel like they resonated with that conversation?
Yeah.
Did they speak about their parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, were you waiting for an answer?
Sort of like, what I'm saying is, guys, not everyone's like, ooh yeah, woo, woo, woo. Like, not everyone's Portnoy, you know? Not everyone can do that.
Yeah.
You know? Like, so you just gotta be, like, the truest version of yourself, and then, like, if they don't like them, fuck them. Like,
I mean...
It's not a test, you know? It's about compatibility.
Ags, I guess, you know, you got this first date as you.
Not no one else. Did he talk about his parents loads?
Oh, like the same. Yeah. We're just talking about stuff. Yeah. Do you know what's really messed up? Right? Oh, this feels like gossip now, but I'm just like a bit angry about it. His parents like went to, I can't remember the name of it, somewhere where it's like a portal to the airplane to like do the deed, so they'd have an Air Genasi son.
No, people do that.
Woof.
Right?
It's not. Some people. It was one of the things people thought had happened because of me. You know, they thought I was conceived, you know, somewhere else, and it was like deliberate and something. But it's not. It's not exactly. It's nothing that happened. But like people say that sometimes because people, you know, some people do it, and it's usually, you know, the shitters. And then like some people don't do it and they get accused of doing it because it just sort of happens to them, which is always the way, you know. Just normal working folks have something happen to them and then it gets popular or something, and then loads of rich folk start doing it deliberately, you know. Start having designer babies.
Yeah, he's a designer baby, I think.
He's one of those things. I'm joking. He's both, but like, yeah, like it's cool. It's totally fucked up. And if he's telling you that on his first date, I'm gonna be honest, that's not amazing first date chat. So it's probably reciprocal, you know. If he's talking about his mum and his dad fucking to make him right. I think maybe you guys were on a level.
Yeah, but is that a good thing though, or is that a bad thing? Are we just like not compatible, you know?
No, that's just the exact opposite of what I just said.
Okay.
Also, it sounds like he had a cringier time of it than you did. So, you know, you're holding all the cards.
I have all the cards.
Which is how literally no card game works. But,
you know, he's just really cool and
he's
really
just
hot.
A guy. Everyone's just folks. You know?
In all fairness, he is just a guy.
We're all
and
just
you're
folks.
Agatha. You know? You're Agatha. Agatha.
You're starting to sound like this bloke I used to know called Danny DeVito. All I'm saying is, if you had a good time, great. If he then didn't have a good time, it's his loss, you know? You move on. Like, here's the thing, right? A bad date, it's not going to be the end of it, is it? You know? Worst case scenario, you know, you dust yourself up, pick yourself up, and you move on. You know? Best case scenario, you know, you're probably going to have a really tough conversation with his mum, and chances are Tracy's going to knock her the shit out.
Also, I'll be honest, no judgment whatsoever, but when you came in, it certainly looked like you had a good time, both of you.
Oh yeah, we have a real great time. Like, it's weird. It's better when we're not talking, which I think is a good thing.
As long as it's not like, so you never talk, but like, you know, all good things in moderation, you know. I love mangoes, but I wouldn't just eat mangoes. It would be shit in the eye of a needle.
You would shit everywhere.
Right? It would be a nightmare. What I'm saying is, look, if it's good, it's good. Don't overthink it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you got home safe. I'm going to go to bed.
Oh, go. Yeah, go. Sorry. Is everyone up? Have I just woken everyone up?
No, just...
I imagine Agatha's like done that thing that I do when I get really stressed and is like hunched on the sofa like a gremlin. Like just staring like directly at Hiraeth and then twisting directly to Sunny like.
I thought you were going to do the when you get up in the night and I'm always awake and then you make a small amount of noise, you go sorry, and you saying sorry repeatedly is so much louder than what you're doing. I'm like, I'm awake, Michelle. She goes, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, I'm already.
Sorry, did I wake you? Sorry.
I was already awake. It's fine.
Yeah, Agatha's doing that to everyone. Like if like Pluto just opens his door, it's like, sorry, Pluto, sorry. I'll be quiet.
Hey, I was just slightly off topic. I was looking into like doing extra jobs today, and I lost 5 silver doing it, and then I gained it back. What do you guys think of of doing, you know, a few extra jobs around? We work so well together.
We do. Well, that's something we did talk about. That was kind of cool. So you know Shane, I told you about Shane and like how he came to the pub and stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, well, why don't you go like take that tavern back, like chase off the bandits?
Guys,
I mean that feels a little bit like.
I actually do think we should have this conversation.
Yeah.
But you're 8 glasses deep, and it's also like well and truly the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Let's have this conversation when we're awake and sober.
Oh, okay. But tomorrow...
No, I'm not saying don't talk. I'm saying don't plan a raid on a bandit camp.
All right, we won't.
This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So all I'm saying...
Agatha's going, yes, let's do it now. Right now, let's go.
What if we got a big catapult and just...
I reckon I can take it right now. No, sorry, Sunny. Yeah, sorry.
Chat
okay,
away.
fine.
What I'm saying is,
Okay.
don't plan a raid on a bandit camp.
No, we won't.
Absolute and sure as shit, don't leave the cloister. Because if you leave the cloister, I'm going to think you've gone and raided a bandit camp. That's going to stress me out.
I promise we're not gonna raid a bandit camp.
Right.
Okay. Listen, let's go to bed. Hey, you, Agatha, proud of you. Very proud of you. We're gonna get this date malarkey going, huh?
It's just practice, right? It's just practice.
You guys should go on a double date and give each other notes afterwards.
We could do that. We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah. That sounds perfect. Let's talk about that when we're both sober as well.
Even I can already hear sober Agatha saying, "No, that's a terrible idea." Right now,
maybe give it a few, you know. But yeah, it's a plan to make a plan. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you had fun. And I will bid you adieu.
Okay.
Just turn around and slams into his closed door.
You sleep. Now, the next morning, when you wake,
When
no,
I wake up.
2 days. 2 days I said it was going to take. So it is, I'm not sure, unless you think anything specific would happen the next day, we're sort of trying to move into...
Move.
We're trying to do more than 2 days downtime.
Sorry.
No.
Why are you apologising?
You're not still drunk.
It's your brand new boyfriend, or as you called him, new content.
So it is the day after the date.
It's the 10th.
It's the 11th.
Oh.
Wait. It's the day after the day after the day. Oh, then it is the 10th. Yes.
And when you wake, Agatha,
Dead.
you find
Hiraeth, dead.
you have sadly passed away.
Okay. So my new character,
Bagatha.
You find a note pinned to your door.
Oh.
And it says, "Do not show anyone the contents of this note. Meet at Say the Word at 5 p.m. Come alone." Hiraeth,
Yes.
when you wake, you find a note pinned to your door. It says, "Do not show anyone the contents of this note. Meet at the stables at 5 p.m. Come alone." Sunny,
Yeah?
you wake and you find a note pinned to your door. It says, "Do not show anyone the contents of this note. Meet at the Appenny at 5 p.m. Come alone."
Oh, I don't like it.
no, me neither. Ooh.
Hold on. So you're Say the Word. Just
Say
remind
the-
me of what Say the Word. Say
the word is
is.
George's bookshop.
But you don't know that.
But you don't know.
I don't know.
God.
Okay.
Do you attempt to conceal the note? What do you do with it the moment that you see it? It's on the inside of your dorm, your room.
I think Agatha thinks this might be some sort of sneak thing maybe. So yeah, she's like, test.
Equally, I'm going to assume it's a dance that it's
Yeah.
I fully assume that it's a diamond hand thing and want to buy into it.
Yeah. I think I think actually Sunny's quick to leave. He's got some. This is a day.
10th. Oh, do you mean first, second? This is second.
Yeah.
It's a second, yeah.
So I think Sunny's gonna use this as additional motivation to get out quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, right, guys, I need to go to the I need to go like sort out dinner this morning because I've got some stuff to do. But bye. Maybe see you at lunch.
See you then.
You're like walking to breakfast, and there's quite a few people in the corridors, and Hiraeth, Cole kind of engages you in light conversation because they're sort of exiting their cloister at the same time. And Nevma looks to you, Agatha, and goes, "Hey, I got this note on my door." And she hands it to you, and the note says, "Be careful who you show the contents of this note to. Head to the learning location for learning locations, and be sure not to make a sound."
What in the Bush Tucker trials is this?
This is quickly
like,
eat a snail.
This is like fucking Big Brother type shit.
Oh.
What is? What is?
I don't know.
I thought it says like be careful, so I thought I would show it to you because you're careful.
Maybe.
But what
Wait,
is?
you chose me?
Yeah, like what?
Sorry.
Yeah. The learning location of learning locations.
Okay. Like a school?
That's the first one. So we're in a learning so we need the learning location that's in the school. Learning location of learning. It sounds like umbrella now. You know when you just say it?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Right, say it again. Learning location.
Okay, it says, okay, let me read it fresh because sometimes you get it wrong, don't you? Head to the learning location for learning locations. The learning location.
Like learning geography.
And
geography?
be sure.
Maps? Something like that?
Oh, that's actually a better idea than I had.
Maybe. I reckon. I don't know if geography is a class here or like.
I've got a wizard school and I'm doing about mountains.
I mean, there is a class for geography.
Class, yeah.
So maybe geography or maybe
I love the map room. I'm going to go to
room.
in Jingle.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, fuck breakfast. You go to breakfast. I'm going to go. Or maybe you can keep eye out for me.
Yeah, what for what? What am I looking for? Oh, do you mean to come with you? I'll come with you. I got this.
For what?
Okay, let's go. And she you both peel off as soon as you get out of the far high wing into the main part of the school. You're walking with her, having a great conversation, and you're about to pull them into the conversation, and you realize you're gone, and you're like, not Nevma.
Okay, cool.
I really like the idea of
Girl
someone coming to Divisia Sensus and quietly doing 2 secondaries instead of a primary to secondary.
Just doing geography and economics.
Yeah, I'm just. It's a good school. I don't know what everyone's so up in arms about.
Cultural studies and geography.
Yeah.
I'm going to be an anthropologist.
You head up to Jingle.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what I'm going to find here. If there's going to be a person or a thing or something.
Okay.
It says don't make a sound.
You gotta be quiet.
And so with the highest of respects, can you please wait at the door?
Off.
I understand.
Please just watch or something, and if somebody's coming with a knife out, then you go caw.
Caca.
Yeah, or what noise do the moles what noise do the moles make? Something that sounds like it's in the no.
Yeah, but what if you actually hear one of the moles then?
Oh, that's true. That doesn't make sense.
We can talk with our necklaces, so I'll just tell you in your head someone's coming.
Oh, that works too. Yeah. Okay. And
I'll get an answer to whether the necklaces were an open network or were they targeted.
They aren't a full open network. No, they work they're a once a day thing. And I think probably for the first time, you see her flatten against the bookshelf and move away. She's normally she's gone. She is pretty stealthy. Like once she gets to the end of the row, she like disappears. But you've never even like seen her trying to stealth because she's always so successful at it. And time passes. Roll perception, please, because you're on lookout.
Oh, Nev, I'm so sorry.
If Never gets stabbed in Jingle, because
I'm so sorry. Oh god, that's a 3. I think Agatha's been doing that thing ever since the day of she just slowly like blanks out and is just imagining making out with Kai in the back of the cab, and then she's like, "Oh god, I'm meant to be keep watch."
Okay, so here's how it goes down. You're daydreaming, and when you kind of try and shake out of it, you then look and you see Master Vodinos is actually like...
Would you go to prom with me?
He's like really close facing a bookcase, and like he's moving his weight from one foot to another, like nose is almost touching the bookcase. And then you just feel like 3 people push past you, and you realize like 7 people have walked into Jingle and you didn't see who they were. So you have not done a good job of like lookout. And then the next thing that you realize is that Nevma has also snuck past you and is out in the corridor looking at you going, what is? Like, come on.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, doing great.
I got this... she's got like a scroll of vellum in her hands, and she like it's got written on it, and she goes, this was in like the maps of the cloisters, and so then I was like, I'm going to look for our cloister. Then I looked at Cloister Dodeka, and this bit of paper, this like scroll was here. And she like opens it up, and it reads, this is just your first dispensation. If the clues you are pursuing find the father of fermentation and ask what he's been brewing.
Wait.
This is probably some cute shit, but I don't like it at all.
I'm so scared. Sorry, say that again, because...
This is just your first dispensation.
Right.
If the clues you are pursuing find the father of fermentation and ask what he's been brewing.
It's something with peanuts. Yeah.
I mean, like... I mean, is that my dad? Is that Pete? Is that my dad? Like I don't know who the father of fermentation.
What does your dad want with me?
Let's go to prom.
I just take her hand and I slap her wrist. Never know. Stop it. Stop
Your
it. That's my
dad's
dad.
going to ask me to prom.
My dad is not going to ask you to prom. That's gross. Stop thinking about my dad like that.
It's fully the what is it, the your dad has bees.
Yeah. That's... What age is he? Beekeeping age? Yeah.
Right, well, I don't like, we've got group now.
Oh, screw group. If you got to go find out what this is.
No, I'm going to go to lunch, right? Because otherwise I am missing classes.
Yeah, go at lunch.
I should go.
I'm going to come with you too, because...
I can't leave you alone with my dad.
At the Apony? We have lunch there as well, right?
Yeah. Shall we tell the boys and we can all go to lunch at the Apony?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, special out of school lunch.
Yeah, we won't tell them like what we're there for.
No, secret between you and me, because who knows, like...
That won't be weird. Just
what
you
if we're
getting
being...
up to talk to Pete in the middle of lunch.
It's important.
What if this is... What if I'm getting lured and then I'm going to be kidnapped, though? Maybe we should say. No, we shouldn't say, because it said be careful about who you say.
Yeah. But I mean, you can trust Hiraeth and Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about well, look, I know. Okay, so if anything does happen, I will be able to tell them everything what's happened.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? We're going to go to lunch all together. So if something happens at the Apony, then we've
We'll
got
all be
everybody
together.
there. So we
Yeah.
don't need to like tell them. And then I think if it like asked me to go to like a secondary location and dig my own grave and lie in it, then maybe we tell the boys and they come along. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
otherwise, it all seems pretty fine right now. Okay.
Imagine
Yeah,
that in
I
a
think
scavenger hunt. Drive out
Find
to
a
the
shovel.
desert, dig a hole, climb in the hole and bury yourself.
All
And
right.
somebody's still just like, this is so cute. I love this.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do this. Just promise me if you get if any of them are like, come to this like, secret location that no one is going to be at. Come alone. Just tell me then. You know, at least. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
She says, having a message telling her to go to a secret location alone.
Nobody wants me dead apart from Hiraeth. So.
All right. Well, you go to group class, and you know, unless anything particular happens at group.
Imagine we probably talk about this bandit, like the early,
Yeah.
this bandit camp thing, and do a bit of.
I just put the ideas in people's heads.
Possibly with the idea that you're going to go to the Apony for lunch, you might ask Shane when you go there.
Yeah.
We can ask Shane.
Yeah. That's why we're gonna go to the Apony for lunch.
You say it like that in the middle of. We're like, yeah, we can go Shane, and you go, and that's why we're going to the Apony for lunch.
Yeah.
Are we?
Again, -1
Oh, no,
charisma.
yeah, sure. We could go to the Apony for lunch. It's a good idea. Intense way of suggesting it, and that is why.
Oh god.
And after group is luncheon, and you all like quickly
Secret lesson.
you walk past the hall, and you skip into town and through the streets to the Apony, and you know what? I'm going to roll and see if it's a sausage roll day.
Oh.
Fuck
It's a
yeah.
D100, so it's
Can I
unlikely
bless
to
this
be
roll?
trace.
Yeah. Can I give inspiration, advantage? Can I help?
Yeah, why not? I tell you what.
Add your sausage modifier. Above average.
Above average. It's above average.
Oh shit!
Is it a sausage roll day?
I just rolled a 99. It's sausage roll day, guys.
Sausage roll day! Hell yes.
As you walk in,
Hiraeth thinks this is like a material plane thing now.
Yeah. Oh, is this like Spreer? Spreer!
Sausage roll day.
as you walk in, actually, it's like news traveled round Solaire so quickly, as because probably the bakers who gave the pastry like told everybody. So the Apony is absolutely thronging with people, and the smell of sausage rolls comes through, and you just see Tracy. Her cheeks are rosy from being in the kitchen, and she's laying out platters of sausage rolls across the bar with like little toothpicks with a little bit of like cardboard on it, saying that it is 5 silver pieces each sausage roll, and that people can only have 3, so that people can't just buy a whole platter and take them away. Like that.
I'm gonna take 6.
I'll take a whole tray, please, Tracy.
And you take a seat and have it, and like Nevma's looking to you, Agatha, and going,
Is she going to leave Sunny the vegan to explain the desire for sausage rolls to Hiraeth? Which is basically, it's just like meat, but like just like minced meat, and it's like wrapped in some pastry. Like it's a bit.
We have girl stuff, and I just get up and like take notes.
So explain it to me more.
So you can put other things in the meat and stuff, but it hasn't got like, you know how most sausages have got like intestine or something around them? Yeah, this has got no, instead of intestine, it's got like a puff pastry, which is like pastry and butter. I'm going to be honest, mate, I've never eaten a sausage roll in my life, and I don't intend on starting because of butter, because of also sausage.
Yeah,
So
I've got to be
both of
honest.
them
we have sausage rolls. It's you know, it's
Greg's
like,
is from the
just wanna-
Feywild.
I just wanted to hear you explain it.
I'm so glad because like I'm not the guy. It's like a bad hot dog.
It's a great sausage rolls in the way that they are not fancy. You know, when you buy sausages, and if you actually buy the fancy ones, they're no good. They're like too dry. They've got too many herbs in them. But like a Greg's sausage roll is really special because it is like the cheap meat, and it's just like when you get the balance exactly right, it's usually not because it's super fancy, but even to your taste buds, you know that this is good. Agatha,
Yes.
you and Nevma go like behind the bar and you flag your dad, who's like, it's you know, you never know when sausage roll day's coming, but then it hits you and it's like a train, isn't it?
Good business.
What can I do for you girls?
Oh, we wanted to know what
Can I do for you girls?
Dad, what are you brewing? What are you brewing?
What am I brewing?
Yeah. Dad, do you know something? Dad, do you know something?
What can I do for you girls?
I've got a special orange ale.
Oh. Okay.
Come with me this way.
Okay.
Down.
The worst actor.
That's where I get it from.
Down to the basement. Follow me. Let's go. And he like walks down into the basement, and Nevma's like, what is this?
I don't know. I am very uncomfortable right now, though. I want you to know.
He stands next to these huge barrels all in a row, and he goes, these two are the orange ales. They're different.
All right,
Special.
Dad. Okay. Oh, Dad, what's going on?
What the fuck is
Nevma is immediately
gonna ruin
crouched
sausage roll
on top
day?
of them, and he goes, oh god. But she is like crouched on top of one like a spider, and like scuttling along the top of them, like looking in all the nooks and crannies. I'm just gonna see what she sees.
Oh.
Is this a sneak from someone specific in the party?
Pete.
quiet.
Agatha's genuinely just a bit like, I mean, Mum and Dad fight sometimes, but I didn't think there was anything wrong.
I'm
like, hold-
quietly curious right
Yeah.
now.
Pete's
She
gonna ruin
triumphantly
sausage roll
holds
day
up a
with his
little-
shenanigans.
Like a scratch of paper, and like jumps down and gives Pete like a kiss on the cheek, and just goes running out.
What's this?
I've had a weird day. All right.
As you walk out, she's like tucked into like an alcove before she goes out into like the throng of people.
What's it say? What is
He
it?
says, oh, it's not actually a riddle.
Oh,
That's the wrong accent, isn't it? Whoops.
Dad,
Bessie?
piss off.
This is not a riddle, but a challenge. An acquaintance has an orange cloth on their person. Take the cloth to receive your final clue.
Oh, it's like when we did the hand stuff. Maybe you're like being recruited for like the next rank up.
Elite diamond hand? But it's the orange hand?
Yeah.
What is orange? Citrine or something?
Yeah, or
Like
oranges.
as eye hand. It doesn't sound as good as diamond hand, does it?
No, maybe it's like amber or something though. You know, like the topaz.
The amber hand? Amber hand.
Amber hand. Yeah. Maybe it's not a hand. Maybe it's a foot.
The amber foot?
I don't
What
know.
does that mean?
I don't make up these. I'm not good at this stuff.
Amber Wang.
That's Amber Wang.
That's Amberwang.
I'm going to look for this thing then. Who has it? An acquaintance. An acquaintance.
Lydia,
Yeah.
can I have a look around? Can I peep the apony? Because I've got a note telling me to come here later.
Yeah.
Can I see if there's anything like different,
Roll
change or
perception.
suspicious?
Roll
Suspicious. Oh no. 12.
I mean, it's suspicious in the sense that it's extremely full of
Sausage roll
people.
day.
Yeah, it's sausage roll day, which is real different. You're beginning to wonder if maybe Tracy has sent you a note.
Oh my god, my parents aren't getting divorced. They want to date my friends.
And
I knew
Hiraeth's
going
gonna
to
be
this
Mel.
school.
We're
Oh
all
god.
gonna marry into your family.
Oh. Oh no. Never mind. Like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to help out, or do you want me to just like distract?
No, I think I'm gonna do this next bit like on my own, right? Because I
yeah.
think if it's anything like when we did the diamond hands, I've got to like do this on my own.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got this. You got this.
I got this. So should we talk to Shane?
Yeah, we should. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, we should.
I feel bad because it's busy and I might need him, but also.
Sonny, they've been doing girl stuff for a long time now.
I'm just gonna cast mage armor on Nevma. Just. I assume she's not wearing her armor or anything, so.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but they went and spoke to Pete a minute ago. I hope he doesn't ruin sausage roll day, otherwise the people are going to be fucking livid, Hiraeth.
I mean, I sincerely hope they don't. If it's such a big day, you know.
It's a weird day today, isn't it?
Well, I mean, is that just sausage roll day, or?
I don't know, maybe like the whole day's had a sort of like a weird vibe to it.
I guess I don't know your customs, buddy.
Today's a fucking weird day for Ryan.
Fair. Do you know what? I should have maybe thought about that. Why don't we speak to Shane, while they're doing golf stuff, you know, because we've only got like an amount of time for lunch, and I don't think we'll be
of
late
course.
for school.
You've actually got a very short amount of time because it takes so long to walk to the.
Shane.
There's like a moment where Shane is he's just put down a tray of empties and he turns around and he sees you two approaching from one side and he sort of backs away a little bit and is like, I've got to like keep working. Then he turns around and sees the girls coming from the other side and he realizes he's got like there's nowhere to go and he goes, yeah, what can I do?
I don't really know how to say this tactfully, really. But like, would you be willing to talk to us? Maybe not today because of all this situation. But like, would you be willing to talk to us about, you know, like your home and stuff and like where you came from at some point?
Why?
We're thinking maybe we could go there and fuck those people up, sort of in like a really like major way, and maybe get. Like this is why I was like, do you want to talk about? Are you okay talking about it? I didn't want to come out with this much steam, but I realised that if I try and be coy about why we're saying about it, it might just make the whole situation really intense. We want to help you and sort of like maybe claim that back.
We're
maybe
aware
not
that there
on
was
sausage
a
roll day,
not on sausage roll day, but we're aware that, you know, you've gone through a great injustice, and we'd like to help. You're so helpful here.
I don't know if you've heard what we did at that house down the way. And they were old people, but they were powerful old people.
Right. No, that's I just wasn't quite sure if you know that. Oh, I could. I mean, yeah, the sausage rolls will probably run out in a few hours. So any time after that. But I don't think I could sit down now. They'd have my guts for garters.
No. I just wanted to like. Agatha had the idea, and we just wanted to like. Say, is it okay if we talk to you about it? Because I actually didn't want to come at you with this much steam, but then when you were like, why? I was like, well, I can't be like secretive about it, because if I was like, you'll see, and then like you're just going to be thinking about it all day, and it's just going to really like, it's one of those things, you know.
I mean, I won't lie. I've had it on my mind for a long time, but I would never have been able to afford to like pay a mercenary team to go and do.
No. We need to do it for practice.
Oh right.
And also, again,
you seem like a nice bloke.
You've gone through a great injustice, and we'd like to help, as well as practice.
Okay, maybe we chat about that. I'm sort of a bit stunned. It's sort of just come at me, and that's that.
On sausage roll day of all
I know,
days.
Of all days.
Funny day. He looks over across the like bar and just sees Tracy giving him absolute daggers because he stood still for more than like 5
Hi Trace, my bad. I'm just gonna drop a gold coin in the tip jar. My bad. We're going.
Agatha's gonna pick up and just help out in odd
Give it a
little
quick,
ways.
like,
we
wipe
don't
down.
have time. We've had to come down here and eat lunch, and you guys are off doing girl stuff. We've got 20 minutes before we've got to be back in class.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Important girl stuff.
Listen, you have a great rest of your shift, Shane, and I bow slightly and say, "Happy Sausage Roll Day." Shall we,
Let's go.
leave the man to his work?
Yeah.
Bye, Shane.
It was a good idea. I just think you can't predict sausage roll day, right? So
You really can't. It's why it's so annoyingly. I don't want to tell her she's done a great thing here by just only doing it when she sporadically feels like it. It means it creates demand, right? So when she finally makes it, then everyone knows you've got to grab a sausage roll because it could be months before you get another one.
It's an auspicious day.
Yeah.
it's a suspicious day.
Yeah, I wonder what's put her in a good mood.
I kind of look at Pete, look at Agatha, and just shrug.
Oh, gross. They're my parents. Stop it.
Parents have gotta.
Parents fuck.
Yep.
I'm going to remind you of this when your parents are here.
Do you think that's news to me?
Yeah, that's not news, Sunny. Yeah, that's fine.
You're speaking to the wrong 2 people. 3 people, actually.
Yeah,
I think it's actually just you that sort of got like a hang up about knowing that your parents have sex.
Stop talking about them having
At
sex.
some point, way down the line, you're going to be in like the throne room in the Feywild of like Estate Agvi, and the Lord Mater is going to be on her throne, and Agatha's just going to go, "Parents, fuck!"
What an incredible time to have a group of raiders. Hi everyone, thank you so much. Welcome.
Hello.
Right, you go back. You have your afternoon lessons.
Yes.
I'm going to say this. After the afternoon lessons, there is a moment, Agatha, where you spy a moment across a like crowded like communal area where you see Cole, who is just kind of and looking really uncomfortable, and just starts to like walk away, and then looks over their shoulder as they're walking, and then it breaks into a bit of a jog, and gets this like panicked look as Cole starts like running, closely followed by this like dark little blob like moving behind him.
Cole.
And
does Cole have
then
something
just
in
a
their
few
backpack?
moments later, Nevma is behind you, holding an orange kerchief. Cole is still just running. He doesn't know. They don't know when that like started or stopped, and has no like clue what's going on. But she holds this. I got it.
You got it. Now what?
It's got embroidery on it. So now I'm wondering if this has been you the whole time, because you're the only one I know that stitches.
It really hasn't. I have no idea what's happening. But thanks for thinking I could do this.
It says, "The roof above your daring leap. Come alone."
That is for sure. Okay, cool.
I'm going to die, right? I mean, that's what this is. Someone's going to lure me up there and then push me off the building.
I mean, this seems like such an elaborate plan. Also, I don't like this. If this person knows, like, my family and stuff.
Oh my god, everybody's in danger.
Everyone's in danger. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do club though, because I'm not gonna go now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go then. That's about 5, so I'm gonna do it then, right?
Yeah. 5. Yeah. Do you want to take
Hello.
Mr. Fay with you?
That creepy cat.
Yeah.
At this point, I am convinced that this cat has a human face, and I don't know why.
He looks like
It's the guy
what
can't
we
do
do.
faces. Yeah.
It's the what we do in the shadows. Cat. Yeah. God, yeah. No, you don't have to. What do you want? Like, what do you want to do? What? Oh God.
I mean, I never miss gymnastics. Not going to miss gymnastics. So I'm gonna go and do that, and then I'll go afterwards.
Okay. Where is right?
It's still light after gymnastics, so I think I'm gonna be fine.
Where is this rooftop? Do you know?
Said the roof above your daring leap. I think I know.
Okay.
It's on top of the school.
Oh, okay. That's fine then, because you'll be on school grounds. So I feel like you're safe.
Yeah, and there's all like warding and stuff like that, so I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah? Yeah. I will. We still haven't used this yet, so I can always like
I'll be ready.
Yeah. Okay. You go to clubs. It's a day 2. So that's needlework for you. It's probably riding for Sunny. And 5 o'clock comes around. Agatha,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I'd go to say the word.
Which is the name of a bookshop for all of
It's the
our
bookshop.
neighbours.
It's a bookshop.
Hiraeth, it's 5 o'clock. What do you do?
Well, I go to the stables. I bring like a dagger just in case.
I bring a knife.
Sunny, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I go where I'm needed.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Agatha, when you go to say the word, the bookshop in town run by Old Drunk George, you find that Ky is already there, sat tucked into one of the lost maze corners of this bookshop, and he is sat on a very, very low stool with his knees kind of up, and there's another stool, and he's holding a bottle of wine and 2 glasses in the other, and he just looks at you and goes, I got a note to be here, and then George gave me this and said drink, and he hands you one of the glasses.
Oh, wait, this wasn't you?
No. I got a note on my door. I thought, this is a lovely gesture for you. It's very cryptic. I don't know why you would. We could have drunk wine anywhere. But I'm now starting to feel like it wasn't you either.
No.
Right? Okay. And he pours you a glass of wine. Hiraeth. You go to the stables and you have there's a mount ready, and you meet Chris and Dickon, who you don't know very well, but who, as soon as they see you, they link arms either side, and Chris goes, I say, why don't we go for a ride? I have a mount here just for you. Beautiful, she is beautiful, and you see this fawn, which is a kind of it's a mount in the world, which is a little bit like a hippo, and it has a saddle, and goes. Would you care for a glass of wine, and a ride?
I would love that. Are you going to kill me?
No, no. And this large ogre with a kind of mohawk and a button-up shirt and slightly oversized trousers looks at you and goes, no.
Okay.
But between the two of them, they look like interesting company. A very kind of neat, slight gentleman with dark hair, very handsome, well-tailored clothes, and then Dickon, who is a very tidy, soft, warm ogre. And the three of you, ride up into the mountains. You actually take into that spot where you threw the fairy wine over the cliff. And the two of them dismount, and they like put out a rug and sit down, and the wine is opened, and you drink some wine.
Well, this is frankly lovely. Thank you ever so much for inviting me. Sorry, my name's Hiraeth, by the way.
Yes. Hello. Yes, of course. We just heard quite a lot about you because we do. You're the Fey Prince, so everybody knows about you. And as you're like taking your first sip, Hazes comes riding round the corner and like looks quite kind of confused and goes, I'm quite confused. Hello. I didn't even know this area existed. I just was sort of given a message to
Oh, you too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But this is nice, I guess. Are you going to kill me?
What, me? No, I'm not gonna kill you. I just asked them if they were gonna kill me.
They look that you could. I mean, what's your passive insight?
Not great.
It's all right. You look around at the two guys who are like looking at each other, and they're kind of like, not us.
Would you like to sit?
You sit down, and you after the initial like strangeness of how you all got brought together, there's this really nice like conversation, and then the two. You know what I'm gonna do? The two chaps, they're like talking quietly to one another, and then they both stand up really quickly and go, gosh, I just realized we were sort of supposed to bring you here and then not hang around, and we're now just realizing that you two have got a different vibe, and so we're just going to go back and leave you to have and they get back on the horses, and they're like gone fairly quickly, and it's just you and Hazes drinking a glass of wine. And I'll just pop a pin in that because you two are having nice glasses of wine. Nevma has scaled the side of the school and comes to the lip of the roof, and stands on top of the roof, and what does she see?
You fucker. I knew it.
You fuck!
I knew it.
Oh,
Sonny, you stood on the roof with a bottle of wine and some glasses sort of like in one hand and a note.
She takes the note.
I believe you have what that one says.
It reads, I know you don't care for words, but I care for you. Let's sit quietly and enjoy each other's company.
And then Sonny begins to pour 2 glasses of red wine, and they can sit on the roof where Nevma jumped out, and they can watch the sunset.
There is just, as you hand her the wine, there's just one moment where she just so quietly says, fuck off. And she takes a sip and sits, and she like relaxes into it.
We have like there's like a little like a blanket and stuff, and it just sort of like after a bit of time, like of just sort of like quietly enjoying each other's company, Sonny will just say, just so you know, the Hiraeth and Agatha are out, so there's no excuses that need to be made. You don't need to say anything to anyone, even no matter what you feel about all of this.
You're a sneaky little fuck, aren't you? I like it. And yeah, I think the sun, the atmosphere starts to like crispen up as the sun goes down. The sky like pinkens and then purples and then is dark. And there's 3 wine dates. 3 wine dates in one day.
What is that a reference?
You don't
It
know
is-
the song.
For it's not a muskmelon handkerchief. It is not a muskmelon. It's just an orange handkerchief.
Because he is orange.
Because I'm orange.
And orange looks good on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
As soon as that that second clue came out, I went, "Hang on, you fuck."
Hang on, you back.
This is. I will say this much for Lydia and everyone's. This is Sonny has not expressly asked her to prom because he would like to have an actual conversation with her about what that looks like to her and all of those things. Not over wine, not to spoil the moment. It was sort of a declaration of feelings.
Oh, fuck. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good.
It's very good.
It's very
good.
Oh shit, we need to up our game. Man.
Oh, but yeah, we really do.
There is one game cell in this cloister, and Sonny
And it's
always
Sonny.
has it.
Sonny has all of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And now we really must go into downtime.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can actually do stuff now instead of saying I'm busy.
Oh god, yeah. You sneaky fuck.
So,
Oh,
To be fair, I did send Lydia a 2-page PDF today, so
here are we can start kind of looking at things that we do in that downtime. You do have a conversation with Shane about his when his family were cruelly murdered by bandits and his country inn was taken, and he had to play dead for a long time and then sneak out in order to survive. And I'm wondering what additional information you get. You realize that inn is actually big. You know, it's one of those sorts of inns that is sort of in the middle of nowhere. There's there's 3 slightly larger towns that are a fair few miles away, and so it gets a lot of that
it has to have like a little general store shelf and all of those things in it. Yeah.
Yes, that kind of stuff. And also there's lots of rooms for people to stay the night because it's the perfect place to come in a carriage and like stop overnight and have a nice time.
It's the ideal place to take over in terms of a bandit camp as well.
Yes,
That
exactly.
sounds things.
It's a very good location. It is tucked away in a little wood, and it's some of the other things that he says is that he wouldn't, even if you took it back, he wouldn't really be able to like start it up as a business again because he's got only a small amount of savings, and he wouldn't be able to run it on his own. And he was just kind of inexperienced. Like if his parents had died and then the place had been empty, he would have struggled anyway because he just doesn't have the experience to run a tavern. So, but the best case scenario is if this whole thing was successful, he could secure it and maybe have somebody check on it every now and again so that it is at least a empty building that's not being squatted in and not being ruined.
Or he could become a landlord and then we'd kill him.
I do think that I wrote down somewhere where exactly it was, because I know that he stayed in the tomb for a little bit, but
I thought it was near the team.
it's called the Tamble Inn.
Ooh, no. We could maybe try and find an investor or something.
Yeah, maybe someone who's got money and is already in that business and is looking to increase their investment so they can retire,
Yeah, something like that.
All right, Birchwater.
What do you call me?
Birchwater.
Birchwater?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe my dad could buy it.
I can't find it. I will find it later and put the information out there for people to know.
Yeah.
So that happens. What else would you like to do in your downtime? We're basically going to go up to the 17th, which is your next day off.
I get my board before then, right?
You do. You get your board. I can tell you when it's ready.
12th, right?
Yes, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
All up here. Yeah, I think that would be a lot of it, like just trying it out. Obviously, I can't do it on the mountain and stuff because the armor and the Dilla's like padding hasn't been made yet. But
you go and pick it. When you go and pick it up, she brings it out to you. It's got like its own leather like pouch that you can like pull it out of, this huge like board. It's like a round disc, and she says to you that you need to choose a command word, because at the moment it looks very much like it did. It just has this strange like sheen over the material that it was before, and you have to choose a command word to set that will start it being like a hovercraft essentially.
Mangoes.
And then it's up to you whether
when
you're
I'm on it, mangoes.
Mangoes. Yeah. Oh God.
Fun fact: in BSL, there's not a word for mango, so everyone goes mango. No, that's for poo. It's mango, which are two BSL signs that are bastardized into the word mango.
Hey,
Very odd.
I'm just going to add the educational tag to our stream description.
She kind of doesn't know really whether it would be useful for you to be standing on it when you say it, or whether you let it hover and then you get on it, which would be then kind of difficult. But she sort of, she very much kind of goes, oh, that's not for me. You know, that's for you to, you're the expert on racing. So I'll leave that to the athlete. But
Ooh, I didn't think I've ever been called that before.
thank you so much for your business. As I said before, any other fun ideas that you have, do come back. As well.
Yeah, no, I'll recommend you to all of my mates if they're looking for enchanting resistance and some and whatnot. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Yeah, so there'll be that, and at some point, Sunny would want to have a conversation with Netma about prom.
How would you approach her? Set the scene.
I would. Netma, do you want to go get lunch or something? Just we can.
Are we all going to
And
lunch?
let's go.
You're
to
not
lunch.
here, Agatha.
Billy thought you were just going, Nevma, do you fancy going to prom or something?
In the hall.
What? When I ask her or where? No. We'll go for lunch.
Okay, let's go. That's nice. Yeah.
She doesn't need to eat. So if she wants to eat something, she can. But also, we can just walk and talk.
I'll just grab my flask and then we go. Yeah.
So she doesn't have to pretend to eat in front of people because it makes her feel self-conscious.
Let's go.
I remember, Lydia. So I just wanted to chat really because obviously you know how I feel about you, and obviously we got prom coming up, and I was thinking maybe you'd want to go to prom with me, but I wanted to have quite like an open discussion about what that would look like for you. Like what sort of color you would want to wear, even if you want to wear the I'm here with someone but pitch me one just to fuck with people. I'm sort of quite open and comfortable, but what I'm saying is it's I want to put that ball in your court, as it were, saying I would love to go to prom with you. I would love to wear the colour that is I'm here with someone, don't even bother me. But I wanted to know what the prom experience looks like for you.
I've never been to a prom before, and I'm guessing that you're walking, or have you stopped on a bench but you're finding somewhere that's alone?
Yeah, we're having this conversation within some solitude.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have, because this might change your opinion of what you might want. I have never had a boyfriend before or a girlfriend before because we traveled around a lot and I was always really scared of like the pitchfork thing, with and she like points to her fangs. So I always just had lots of one night stands and like, just sort of all of that fun stuff. But then I like ran away because of things. And so I have never had that experience of, normally I would be like, whatever, let's whatever. But what would be different for me is if it wasn't like whatever.
Oh, no, absolutely. I want you to know I'm not like whatever at all, Like, I really like you, and I don't think of or look at anyone else at all like that at all, Like, I'm quite singularly minded, when I get an idea.
I get that sense, yeah.
Like, I think it would be sweet if we were in a relationship. And, if that's something you want to do, we could absolutely look like, and we could say, right, what does that look like for you? What does that look like for me? We can go on dates and, have good times. But also, you don't have to come to a decision on prom right this second, as long as we've got enough time to get clothes and whatnot. But I just wanted to, I didn't want to, make a bunch of decisions based on presumptions, because that's just sort of not who I am. Like, I want our relationship to empower you to be the best version of you, not the best version of the person by my side,
Okay, I didn't hear a lot of that, but what I am quite scared, but I think I think what would be cool is if we get a swatch of the fairy wren and make outfits out of them, and then but then we also it's quite a big thing to say, like, in a relationship, like I don't know anything about any of that, and then
absolutely. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, like, relationship is quite like a broad term. Like, a relationship is a thing you're in with lots of people, but like, you define what your relationship with one other person is. I do not have a physical relationship with anyone else, and I do not wish to pursue a physical relationship with anyone else. I would love to have a physical relationship with you if that was something that you wanted.
You really do talk like there's some real communication going on here, isn't there? This is what
I just find life's a lot easier if you just sort of lay it out there,
No, fumble your way through.
You also don't have to give me answers to this stuff.
She pulls out a scrap of fabric, and like, it's the fairy wren, like, purple color, and she like lays it. She puts her hand next to your hand and like lays the fabric over, and she goes, I don't really think this color suits either of us, so we're going to have to get like a really chic cut to make this work.
Also, we could just use it as an accent color and wear whatever the fuck we want, because mostly, like, here's the thing, here's the real secret, I couldn't give a shit what color I wore, as long as I'm there with you. That's what's going to make me having a good time, and I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks I'm wearing. I could go in all black, and if someone goes, "Ooh, Sonny looks like he's having a funeral," going to a funeral, I'm going to have the biggest grin on my face, because I'm going to be straight down the luckiest bloke there.
Oh my god, you really just talk, don't you? Oh my god. Yeah, well, that's so cool. I think, like, I'm really excited about that and nervous, and I've got lots of feelings.
That's okay. You don't need to put words to them all right now, like.
But I really like you too, and I think that's one of my feelings. That's the biggest of the feelings, really. But it, yeah.
That's okay.
You do things very differently to how the others do it, don't you?
What, like Hiraeth and Agatha?
Yeah.
I think in a lot of ways we're sort of like the product of our parents when we're first born, but it's up to us to then like, you know how like in a cake you put like eggs and flowers and sugar and oil in one thing and then it becomes a cake, you know? I think all of us are like better than the sum of our parts, you know, but we can't deny that the egg and the flour in there is in there. And like if the egg and the flour in Hiraeth's cake is, you know, reserved royalty and it's like, you know, I imagine stick up the butt, and if the egg and the flour
in his butt,
not literally, I mean like metaphorically,
right.
you know,
Okay.
like, you know, you've met people who are like real uppity, you know, they really love licking the emperor's boots, and it's like, all right, mate, calm down, right? You're not gonna join in just because you've cleaned his fucking shoes with your tongue, and like, you know, we've met Agatha's parents, and like, while Agatha is definitely better than the sum of her parts, Pete and Tracy is Pete and Tracy, you know. So I think we can all benefit from our upbringing in different ways, you know. And my family, I'm from a family of communicators, so like it's easy for me, and I understand that it's easy for me, and it's not so easy for other people. So I try and go, I'm gonna remove the barrier of you not knowing what I'm saying, and just go, this is how I'm feeling, this is where I am. If you're not there right now, that's also absolutely fine, you know. Like, I really like you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess here's the thing is like I up you know, I thought maybe there was some feelings, but I like to be sure, and as I said, I really like, I've had experiences in the past where I have to be really careful, and I know that I don't have to feel that way around you or really anybody, but here, but or in Dodeka for sure, but I think it might take me a little bit of time to be able to feel like I can be confident, and that isn't to do with you at all. It's just to do with I don't want to do it with so much fear that isn't excitement fear. You know, there's a difference between
no one insults the tree for taking as long as it does to grow, you know? Like, you've got to go at your own time. I completely understand that. I really appreciate you telling me that, you know? Giving me that sort of information, you know, makes me feel more confident in, like, you know, what we're doing and what it could be and what it is, sort of thing.
But I'm going to say this, I'm going to stop sleeping around with other people, and I'm going to, like, you know, I'm going to, you know, just think about us.
No, I love and really appreciate that. And I'm there too. You know, we're in the same space.
We're in the same place. Yeah, that's good. That's what I hoped would be the case.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have actually some fabric which we can use for outfits. That'd be kind of cool. And sure. You kind of spend the rest of lunch like chatting a little bit about possibilities and various different.
About the time that my mum went to a very fancy dinner wearing nothing but a chiffon like piece of fabric that she just went, I like this, and just turned once within it and just left. just like
you can tell that she really takes that concept on and is like mulling it over in her head and trying to work out what she can get away with.
I don't always go out with my parents. Sometimes it's best if I don't.
Wonderful. Hiraeth, just quickly here, you are left, you are approached. Here's the thing, how would this happen?
Hiraeth, I think.
Oh, right.
No, all of you.
No.
All of us. Oh god, okay.
I think she said Hiraeth.
Oh, Hira. Oh.
I heard Hira, and
Yeah,
I went,
and I was like,
huh?
Yeah, I was like, oh, is this a new nickname for Hiraeth? Hira? Okay, I'm down for it.
In fact, I'll hold that for just a second, because are you guys going to tell me any other things that happen in the downtime? Remember, we're going all the way up to the next day off, which is the 17th.
I mean, Hiraeth absolutely doesn't want to leave it too late, and it's now been like almost a full 10 day. since the date. So I think Hiraeth would at some point sort of probably like the day after the wine on the hill that was completely unexplained but quite nice. Hiraeth will sort of go to Hazes and say, "Hey, would you like to go for another date?"
Yes, please. Oh, sorry,
Yes.
what? A date?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
please.
yeah.
Yes,
Excellent,
please. Yeah.
excellent.
Did you have anything? Well, sorry, what?
I will set a date and we'll plan something
We will.
this time.
Yes.
Not that I didn't plan last time. It's more that I didn't say when the date would happen, but
Right.
the date will happen on the what is it, the 17th. The 17th.
Oh, the day off. Yes. That makes
That's
sense.
okay.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that. Yep.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Wonderful,
And I will pick you up at noon.
Noon.
No.
It's yes. Wonderful.
That's okay.
Look forward to it. That's great.
Fantastic.
And it'll be a mystery what we do, but you're planning it. So it'll be
I will plan it. I will plan it. Yeah.
I think also Sunny will own up to, with Nevma's being comfortable, spending
Yeah, I was
time.
gonna say, does Nevma tell us about it, or
I think Sunny would own up to organising those things if it wasn't painfully obvious. More so
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Hiraeth's case.
would almost immediately definitely tell Agatha, but then just also it becomes conversation in the group.
Cool.
And
that's very sweet, Sunny.
Why did you say that like you're my mum?
I don't know. It's really
That's better.
nice.
That sounds like Agatha.
It was just really nice, like you did that for her, and you set up like dates for us two who are apparently for some just unable to organise dates.
It was mostly so that if that made Nevma uncomfortable, we could come back without you guys being here and there being any questions, so Nevma wouldn't feel compelled to like not tell you guys what was going on or whatnot.
Yeah.
It was mostly just to get you guys out of the room. Like, it's not like it's a big altruistic thing.
Oh, all right, okay. Well, all
I'm
right.
saying it's just it's not that hard to go, hey George, do you mind if a couple of people drink wine in your place?
I do think he regrets it though.
Why? What did you do? What did you? Oh, actually, I don't think I want to know.
I think your date was probably, whilst you were tucked away, it wasn't peaceful because there was a lot of dog training going on.
Yeah.
Fucking hell,
behind,
George.
like the kind of
That's
counter.
George not getting the things that weren't
Yeah.
said.
It was
That's-
how long? Okay, we should stay here.
What did you say behind the counter? So he didn't even take Pasha to where he lives. He went and
No,
did
no.
the dog training.
Just always sort of like
On the
trying
shop
to
floor.
get Pasha like heel and sit and not pee on the books. And
See, we all started it stopped being a date and us collectively trying to train this dog. Like Agatha got out the dog
running
training
through
book.
the like passageways after Pash, who's just like playing and
I imagine
going.
there was a lot less awkward silences though.
100%.
Guys, can you please just keep the red wine away from the books, please? That'd be all right. Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
I end up having to like buy 5 books because they had red wine on them, and then you get back and it's like, this one's just pee. Actually, I don't think that was me.
Yeah, that's like
Stop smelling it.
bin it, throw it away. I don't think there's anything else, but I think similarly to Hiraeth and Hazes, Agatha will, hang out with
You're
Kai a couple more
gonna
times.
do a double date on the day off.
No. I will.
I mean, it's a genuine question.
I mean, I know what we can do for the day off.
I'm not gonna make any. I don't know if anyone has plans for the day off. I think it'll be conversation like, what's everyone doing on day off?
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Working? You often work on the day off.
Oh, I really should work. Yeah.
You forgot you had a, didn't you?
Yeah.
You don't have to, like
Nah, I should.
you make money now. You could just walk in and go, "Here's some money. I'm taking the day off."
Can I ask, Agatha,
Yeah.
is it awkward when you have to work and then we're hanging out there? Is it like annoying because we're having fun and
Yeah,
drinking
should
and
we
you
not
have to
go?
work?
oh, is that?
Or is it nice because you
that a
get to
thing?
your friends are there when you're working?
And
No,
you
I
don't
like
miss out
it.
on nothing.
I like it because here's the thing: if you're hanging out there, then at least I feel a bit involved. Whereas like that one time when I was working and you all went out and had a really good night, I felt
Oh my
a bit
god,
like
that was such a good night,
It was
wasn't
a really
it?
good night.
Yeah.
It was a really good night. Melon ball. It's like
Yeah,
the
my
thing.
melon balls. Yeah, it was such a good moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really funny when Hiraeth said that.
You too.
Yeah, sounds real fun. But yeah,
No.
so yeah, I'd like it. I'd like it if you come work, come hang
Come
out.
work?
Come hang out.
Hang
while I
on a
work.
minute.
Whoa, whoa,
No.
whoa.
You know, just if it gets really busy, you know, you could just collect some glasses for me,
I
right?
don't think so. You want us picking up glasses? Because here's the thing: if we work, then it means we're not allowed to drink, which means we're just sort of hanging around in a pub, not
you
drinking.
can, like you can
Wait,
come. Yeah,
you
come
don't drink whilst you work?
You shouldn't.
No.
Oh, wow.
Do you?
Mel does for sure.
Yeah, Mel does. That's why she's not allowed behind the bar.
Yeah, that's
after,
why
like,
she's up on the
Right.
stage and not doing anything
Yeah,
else.
that's why she's actually.
It's just
useless.
mind sweeping.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess I'll be working. So you guys gonna come in?
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
respect.
I have a date, so yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nope.
Second date, and I said, huh?
Will you say yeah? Like I've got a date, so my date is to bring Hazes to the pub that my friend is working at, so that
Oh.
she can just sort of hang around with my other friends.
Oh, I could actually. Do you think you
I
should
wasn't
like that?
saying that
Is that a
like it
good
was a really.
idea?
I did.
Right. Okay. No.
Okay.
It's.
It depends on the
Do
vibe.
one
no.
thing. You could do one thing and then make it like a group hang afterwards, except that then takes like the tension out of it. So you could do one thing, and then if you think it's getting super saucy, then you could like not meet up, or you could, if you wanted to
The
make it
group
like
hang is like a potential second location that isn't a sexy location if that's not the
Right.
vibe. Like
Right.
if one of you shits yourself on a date, you're better off getting cleaned up. But like it's just not going to happen that night. So
Oh God.
what?
Is that something that happens?
I imagine to some people.
Okay.
I hope not.
Also, I don't know how long the petting zoo is going to be in town, but like you know,
in, the petting zoo's going to be in town. Is it a
Oh, I
trap?
want to go to the petting zoo.
it's not like a permanent petting zoo, is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
It's like
There's one in Alton Broad that I used to go to all the time. It was great.
I think petting zoos are more permanent than they are. They're more frequently permanent than they are
I've
traveling.
never been to a permanent petting zoo.
Petting zoo? That's wild.
I've been to because what happens is they bring a bunch of pettable animals to the centre of fucking high streets.
No.
It's
Okay, no,
sad.
that's the
no,
Oh God.
very different. No,
No, that's just a ferret man.
yeah.
You guys all grew up in fucking farmland, so there's just animals there anyway. I didn't.
a petting zoo in my life.
All of our goats and sheep were imported. Okay.
That's fair.
No,
yeah.
I mean I was kind of planning something.
Could we
but,
all go
we
to
could
petting
go.
zoo on day off, and maybe Agatha, you just do an evening shift?
Yeah, I mean, I reckon I could get away with that.
And then like, what if Hiraeth, if you're getting the vibe right, you can like make a signal, and then we'll act like we're all splitting off, but then actually me and Nevra can go to the Appenny. And
Oh, but like, if you guys want to go,
No,
like,
but
if you guys want to go,
what
like,
I'm
on a
saying
date or
is-
something, it's fine. Like, you don't have to come hang out. Like,
No. I mean, I can ask if she would like that.
Right,
to
but
be
what
fair.
I'm saying is right. If it feels like it's going in a different direction and the group hang isn't the vibe, we can all pretend to split off, and then you guys can go, so it doesn't feel like so obvious. Like, so we're gonna head back now.
Perfect.
Do you know what I mean?
I just realized I didn't actually tell her what to wear or you know
tell
what
her,
to
tell her
plan
what
for.
to wear.
You're going
tell
to a
her
petting zoo, mate.
100%.
You're going to a petting zoo. You've absolutely got to tell her.
Do you think they've got owlbears?
Oh,
I
What?
don't think they've got full-sized owlbears.
that's dangerous, isn't it?
Owlbears?
I want to pet an owlbear.
You might. Here's the thing I've learned. If I've learned nothing about animals, it's sometimes animals are smaller than you think, and sometimes they have a small version of animals. They might have a baby owlbear.
Oh my god. I'm really excited.
I mean, apart from anything else, I feel like someone's taken a lot of time and effort to
Create the petting zoo.
create this petting zoo. So it's only. I mean, the owner of the petting zoo. It feels like it would be rude not to go. You know. Yeah. We'll start there and see where the night takes us.
Okay, what I'm going to do is this. Petting zoo day off. That's next week's
Yeah.
problem.
100%.
Already got a title ready. Heavy petting zoo. It's in there.
Yeah. Oh god.
But
Oh, no, that sounds like
Agatha,
touch
in
up, yeah.
this time between the 8th and the 17th, how many shifts do you do?
Not including the day off shift. 2.
Okay.
Maybe 3. I'm trying to.
Froggett and Tanner.
Yeah.
Go to the Appenny and to talk to you.
Oh, all right.
All right. We've been coming. We weren't sure whether to go to the school, whether to go here, and so we just thought that we'd check in with you and see if there was if we could organise a time to get everyone's proper statements about that. I won't lie, it's become a bit of a muddle now. The investigation about
why?
But also you're going to need to maybe liaise with, I think Mr. Yehimini is going to come up to the school to talk. Do you know Mr. Yehimini?
No, who's this?
He's the lawyer that's going to dealing with a court case.
Oh god, okay, yeah, all right.
So maybe you
his
can
first
talk
name Jimmy.
Jimmy Yehimini.
Jimmy Yehimini.
Yehimini, okay.
It's Yehimini, yeah.
He's our lawyer.
How are you spelling that with confidence? Because I don't even know where to start.
She writes it down for you on a napkin. It's capital Y apostrophe capital H IMINY.
Because of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait. Okay. Sorry. This is our lawyer.
Oh no, you don't need a lawyer. It's the that's the Solarayan lawyer. That's it's the prosecution against
they're prosecuting
the Orthonos' lot.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've got 2 separate things that we're talking about here, which I'm realised now is quite confusing.
Okay.
But we come to a bit of a dead end about the kids because we lost them. And we didn't lose them.
What do you mean you lost them?
No, we didn't lose them. We couldn't just keep them indefinitely.
Oh, I see. Right, yeah.
We gave them, we handed them over to the orphanage, which is a normal thing to do because they didn't have any parents, they didn't have any homes.
It isn't a normal thing to do. Say something is a normal thing to do. But it's a normal thing
honest.
That's not procedure. No, it's procedure.
Okay.
That's the word.
But what we did is we had we had a plan, which was we were going to watch the orphanage because we knew they were going to escape. They're monkeys, aren't they? So they're going to escape. Yeah. We watched and we went to follow because then we wanted to see because they've obviously got some organizer, some character that's organizing them. But then we weren't. That's where we let the side down because the team lost them in the streets.
Right, okay.
Now we just don't have anything really, and people are still getting mugged. So
I got it. It's fine. I can handle it.
You got what? You got what? What you got?
I'll just I'll find him.
Wait, hang on a minute. This is still police. This is still custody.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
Case. We was going to see if you found anything out about them at all.
Jerry disappeared as well, just in an alley.
Jerry, sorry. All right, Hiraeth, we didn't realise you were here.
Hi.
Who's Jerry?
Jerry's just someone I met. He tried to take me to your establishment actually, and then he ran, and then he gave me the silvers that I gave him to take me to you back, and then he disappeared into an alley. So maybe they disappear in the same way.
I mean, it could be. It does also sound like it could be wildly unrelated, couldn't it? Could just be a different story altogether. But let's take what we need to do is get statements for all of them for sure, and So can you give me a description of this Jerry? Let's just do that one. Let's get that one out of the way for a second.
Yeah, I'm just going to carry on serving.
I'm not going to lie. It was a curveball for me.
Yeah, for sure. He was immortal.
That's all you got.
I mean, you all look the same.
Right. Yeah.
No. He was half elf. He had dark. He had dark hair.
Okay.
He
dark
just
hair. Yeah, short or long or what?
I think short.
Quiz.
Yeah, short hair, dark.
Right.
He
Goes by Jerry. Yeah.
yeah, Jerry. You know.
It sounds like he thieved from you,
Well, he didn't actually, because he gave it back.
but he tried to start off with, and then he changed his mind.
He might have done. Now that I think about it more, he might have tried to take money from me and then.
And then he
off.
disappeared, like in a magical way.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see him disappear. So
That's how that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agatha's just gonna misty step, bam, in front of them, like.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Agatha.
Hey.
So anyway, maybe they're using the same tunnel system, or
What do you know about a tunnel system?
There's a
not
tunnel
lot.
system.
Well, not a lot. I didn't find a tunnel system. I just assumed that they used it.
We've heard whisper
Fucking tunnel
about it.
system.
There's always a tunnel system. I should have known.
There might be.
I don't know nothing about it. I heard about the tunnel system. I don't know nothing about it. I've been looking.
I don't know Solaraya. There
It
might
would be
a
very
tunnel
useful if I knew if there was a tunnel system. Because let me
Do
tell
we know
you,
that there's a tunnel system?
No. Sorry. I'm really sorry. I like Hiraeth. I really do take this Jerry stuff seriously.
Yeah,
But you said we need statements, and I just need to understand. Do you need statements about the ankle slitting stuff or the Orthonos stuff?
well, what? Okay, so let's break it down because now we're talking about 3 things.
Yeah.
Fucks.
Let's just get it really straight in our heads
Yeah.
because I feel like we're making a plot here. The children.
The
right?
children, yeah.
I was just coming to you to see if you had any additional, because basically you like thumped these kids and then handed them over to us.
Yeah.
And we kind of like we asked them what happened. They weren't talking much and we couldn't do anything with them. But you did say, or your friend, the little one, said that he was going to come back the next day and he didn't come back. So we sort of, that's fine because you did a good deed. You did a great deed. In fact, you did great stuff. But without we just needed to get all the information about what happened that night, just in case you had like an understanding of how many there were or where they were hanging out or like what the deal was with any of it.
Okay.
So it was just us trying to get clues and like what our next step might be.
Okay.
The Orthonos stuff, that's you working with Mr. Yehimini for statements for the trial. Like that's trial stuff. That's not Custer stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So that's you and him. I don't need a statement so much for that.
Okay. And how can I get in touch with him?
Well, you could come to the Custer Hall, or if you wanted, I could let him know that he could go to the school and talk to you there. Whatever you think best.
Yeah, I guess if he can come to the school, that's probably best, and we can get everyone together.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's great.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
I just want to make sure you're not going to do anything like nuts with regards to these kids, because you got like a look in your eye where you were like, I'm going to burn this city to the ground looking for them kids.
I'm not gonna burn it down, but I would like to look into it, and
yeah, just be real cool about it though, yeah, because sometimes
Is Agatha Solaraya's Batman?
yes.
I'm going to make
officially
like
acknowledge Agatha,
an
but-
arcane light that throws a bee up into the clouds.
Bee girl.
Just like a real beige cloak.
Yeah.
In the night.
I just.
It's not as a good disguise.
I'll
It's
look
just
into
wholly
it.
forgettable.
I'll look into it. I can look into it with some help from some people.
Just keep us in the loop, yeah, because sometimes I feel like that's often where adventurers and custers what I mean, like you work with us, we'll work with you, we could do operations together. Like no one ever thinks to do that because they're all like, that's the problem sometimes when there's like a job board and it's 5 gold or whatever, and then they do it and then it's like, well, you could have worked with us and we could have done it together, because are you here? Who's that?
Well, if Hiraeth's here, do you think Hiraeth's just hanging around the apple by himself? We're all here because Agatha's got a shift on.
Sorry,
all
I
I'm
heard you calling me
saying,
the little one. I'm more than that. I've got horns and fangs.
I don't know you very well, so I just sorry. I just in that moment, I knew this.
We had a moment. We raided a house together.
I don't think they were talking about you specifically, Sonny.
What I'm saying is, what I did was when I raided the house, I went and got them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
I'm
I'm
actually
saying.
having a moment here where I'm trying to be humble, and I'm trying to say that there's a lot of customers out there that, you know, they think they can handle everything. I'm very aware of the fact, I've got no magic. You guys are very powerful, but what I've got behind me is it's a bit more of experience. So, you know, I think we could work together and do this, you know, and sometimes people go in and they're like bull in a china shop, you know, so just bear that in mind.
No money, so why are they even in there?
Bulls, yeah, no, they haven't even got pockets to take stuff out with them.
You no gold, why are they even in the shop?
Yeah.
You said there was a job board.
Yeah, there's a job board outside the Custer's Hall, because Custer Hall next to it's the Steward's Hall. If you go to the Steward's Hall, there's a job board on there. I mean, that's sort of bypassing the whole thing that I just said about the job board. But don't worry about that. If you want a job board, you can go to job board.
Oh, but you know us, yeah. I mean, we would help with you, and then get some money. And I look at Agatha. you know, it's you know. Shall we sit back down, Sonny? Shall we?
I'm sat down. I'm shouting over the bar.
Okay.
Come back to the table. Your drink's getting warm or cold depending on which one you ordered.
Basically, come to the Custer's Hall, have a chat to us. We can go through it, or I won't bother you anymore at work.
I'll come see it. Look, it's my day off. I'll come see you in the morning.
All right. You know, that's great. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your time, really do. That's good stuff. Thank you.
Not a problem. All right. Have a good. Are you staying for a drink?
No, I'm on duty. I'm going to get out there and make sure people aren't messing about in the streets and getting their ankles slit. You know.
Yeah.
We've got to keep people in order.
But rotters.
And what we'll do is we'll cut it there, because I thought I was going to do this at 10. I thought I was going to get out at 10, and it never is.
Never.
We'll pick it up. It'll be the 17th next week.
Oh my goodness, what an episode.
Big episode.
Well done.
Incredible.
Thanks to the Raiders.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Some of the heroes. Pixie, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who joined in. It is all very, very. It's so wonderfully kind of you.
Oh, so much romance.
Romance.
Not romance.
Romance. We're gonna be back next week.
Next Wednesday.
Michelle, Friday.
This Friday, I'm going to be doing an art stream with G and Top Banana channel.
What a treat for us!
Because I'm off for a couple of days, so I'm going to go do some art challenge.
What a fucking part-timer! Jesus.
Also, I've also just realised that this ring is probably a family ring, and I'm like,
you've only just realised that.
You've only just realised that?
I only just realised,
buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, she's such a dum-dum.
Wonderful stream. Thank you very much, Lydia.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for going along with just my shenanigans.
Your bullshit.
No.
We're gonna be back next week. We've got a Discord.
Yeah.
We've got socials. Do a follow, guys. We're gonna do a raid because we were gifted 2 raids. We're gonna raid someone.
Let's raid someone.
We're gonna raid Eve, who is doing an art stream. They donated to art. They were the first person to donate art for the charity week.
Got a lovely wind down at 10:30 at night. I love that. That's perfect.
It's gonna be chill vibes. They did great art. Yeah.
Be kind, be gentle, and we'll go do a raid.
Cool. See you
Love,
soon.
love.
Bye.
We're still here because
We're still
the
here.
raiding
It's
takes
taking
a
the
minute.
time. It's taking the time.
Oh, it takes.
But send Eve our love.
Give
them your love.
We're going. Have we gone?
Oh.
Have we gone?
God, I'm desperate for a wee.
I think Eve is literally finishing up.
Literally finished.
Oh.
Always happens.
Well done, everyone. Literally, mate. As soon as that.